It's time to get on up with Jam and Renee. And here's your hosts, James Arthur M. and Renee Culver.
Good morning. Good morning. How we feeling this morning? Hello, everybody, and welcome to Backchannel. It is Friday, and every day it is the only place where you can watch and chat live with the host. That's what we love about Backchannel. It's so great. And today you are gifted, and we are gifted with your presence of a Get On Up with Jam and Renee. I am your breakfast jam for the morning, James Arthur M.
And I am Renee Colvert. Good morning. For a moment, I was like, "Are we polo buddies?" But we've got a hoodie that we're buddies on.
I got
So
a
we're not.
hoodie because I've got my company shirt underneath, so it's a little costume reveal because I got to get out of here early
Costume
again and
change.
leave you
No.
leave you two ladies to it.
It is
I'm gonna leave the ladies to it.
bittersweet because no one likes to see you go, but everyone loves to see Sarah. I think in a perfect world, we'd all hang together. That's the dream. The dream is that we'd all hang together. But if you can't be here, we'd love to see Sarah. And already going off in the chat this morning, Audra, we get it. You can't stay long, but we'd love to have you while you're here. Also, welcome back. We missed you. And Nate is back.
I will say there was that one
Yes.
time when Audra was like, "I can't be here the whole day," and then she was like,
Right.
"Jam, you lying!" by the end because she was here the whole time, and then she was like, "I'm forgetting about that I was supposed to leave early for Friday."
And that was what we had. Well, now listen, what you don't know is that I privately DM'd Audra and I was like, "I will give you $5 American dollars if you just stay." No, I only gave her 5. I only gave her, but she's very kind. She's very generous. She worked with me.
Do you like how I went with 10 and you went with 5? Neither of us were like, Renee's shelling over a lot of money for this.
Absolutely not.
Oh, man.
I love it. I love it. I love it so much. But Audra and Nate are not the only ones here today, Jam. May I tell you the rest of the team?
Yes, please do.
Would you like to hear? We've got Darcy. We've got London. We've got Eddie. We've got Izza. We've got Stacy and Doug. The greatest team in all the land.
And for those of you who, there's a new thing where they're just letting you straight onto the stream. You don't have to put your name. So those of you who don't have a name, it's very simple. Into your Excel device or your Echo device, you just say, change name to Beelzebub. I hope that's not what you're changing it to. I don't need that stress. I don't need that stress on a Friday. How about change to Charlie's Angels? I'd love to see that. Or Buffy or Britney Spears or your actual name. And maybe you are. It's Brittany. It's Brittany person. She's here and she's well and okay watching Get On Up.
Okay.
But you can change it and that way we can, put a name to the person so we know who we're talking to. So we can give you the shout outs when you're shouting things out.
Yes, please. Jam, it is Friday. We did it. We made it. I'm over the moon. Yeah, Friday's intense. It's a lot on the plate today, but then at the end of that, it's a little bit of a break until you go back to work tomorrow. But there's nobody on Slack. The difference is there's no one on Slack for 2 days.
Well, we're going to get into that in a moment, and we can't wait to hear what Renee is up to. We got a good morning from Doug and Stacy. We know we don't have you for the full time, but we'll try to get to those celebrity birthdays as quick as we can because we know we don't want you going off into your weekend without them celebrity B-days. You need them. You want them. We're going to give them to you. I do have one. No, I won't go into that. We're starting to show off. Wow. I was like, I have a grievance I wanted to air.
I want grievance. No, let's hear your grievance. It's good.
Everybody work with coworkers. My recommendation is do not schedule a meeting the day of with somebody for 6:45 a.m. Like the day of 6:45. I was like, what is this new meeting on my calendar today at 6:45 a.m.? What are you thinking? Maybe they thought I lived on the East Coast.
Certainly they did. Certainly did. No one in their right mind is like.
We've had a conversation because my schedule is booked out like from 7 to 9. I'm booked And then I have I'm teaching a workshop till like 11:30 a.m.
Right.
Anyways,
And so were you
please
able
don't
to
do
send
that.
a little, "Hey, just real quick, I am on
I'm
the
not
West
even
Coast."
responding to them because I'm not condoning this behavior. You teach people
Okay.
how to work
No,
with you. So if I
that's
even
true.
sent a
Okay.
message at this
Yeah.
time, they'd be like, "Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
well,
can
fair
message."
enough.
No,
You're
no, no,
just
no.
choosing. Yeah,
As
no.
far as they
Okay.
know, I'm asleep. They don't need to know my business.
Right. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, and I think the, everyone in Backchannel is agreeing with you. Audra is saying, "Who schedules a meeting on the 15s and 45s?" Also
I
correct.
know.
Also
I know.
correct.
Yeah.
It's,
Well, we do try to do quick
yes,
meetings because we are remote first and we're
sure.
meeting heavy culture. So we try to get in
Okay.
and get out.
All right.
But still, I mean,
I
no.
I respect that. But no, I think that you are such a good person and you're such a good worker and you constantly want to give it your very best that it is twofold. It's not only, oh, they scheduled that meeting, it's then now you've also created something within me that makes me feel like, oh, I need to be at that meeting, even though I know that I don't. And so I'm projecting onto you, but that's how I feel is that one, I want to show up and deliver for that. And then two, I also am just like, why would you make me feel that way?
I was like,
How are
girl, you
Yeah, you're just
dumb.
upset. You're just upset. Okay.
Yeah.
All
I mean,
right.
there's one thing because they need my approval on something because it's a committee
Sure.
that I'm running and they want to
Right.
spend this money. And I'm like, I don't. They sent a Slack message that didn't make sense. I'm like, someone explained this to me in person. But because of our time difference, this was only time.
Right.
Anyways, and
Gotcha.
Stacey's
Okay.
also like, who
Makes sense.
scheduled a meeting at 6:45? I'm with you. It
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
I
I had
know.
to air that out so I can go on with my show. And just a
Yes.
PSA: do not schedule
Yeah.
meetings with people the morning of.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
they're 6:45
No,
a.m.
that is a tall order, and I would imagine I would like to give that person the benefit of the doubt that they're just being hasty. They're just like, "Right, we have to do that," and so they send an invite without thinking. But you gotta think ahead. I know that I've said this numerous times, but I am such a, what is the word that means I like of this? It's a
Lover.
proponent? It's not a
Okay.
proponent, it's get on up what is
Fan.
that
A
word?
fangirl.
Maybe
A
advocate?
ch
Something.
Ooh.
I'm such a something of if you get into like you're just meeting up with someone and they're just like, "Oh, I'm stressed. Don't worry about it." I'm like, "No, no, no, let's talk about it." Because if you talk about it, then it goes away. I think.
First of all, I think the word
Yes.
is fangirl. I think that was what you were looking
Okay,
for. You're
obviously it is
such a
fangirl. Okay.
fangirl.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And
Yes, thank
then,
you. Yes. Mhm.
and then
Accurate.
Audra is on a fire today because Audra's like, I don't know. I prefer jumping to conclusions. I am right there with you. This person was inconsiderate and expected me to just, roll out of bed, see that I had a meeting and jump
Mhm.
right on. You are
I
right. You are
love it.
right,
I
Audra.
absolutely love it. Great. Okay. You heard it here
Well, I
first.
want we have so much to do, and we gotta do it before I gotta
Okay.
leave
Before you
leave
gotta get out
leave
of
the
here. All
ladies.
right. Mhm.
So everybody's working. We're gonna go through what everybody is working for the weekend. We want to know. We're gonna do celebrity birthday quiz. Renee, the quiz jester, is in the house.
Wait,
Gonna
I
be
cannot wait.
leading
I cannot
us
wait. I cannot wait. I
leading us
love it.
through what is going down. We have our Jam You Lion. We're gonna Jam You Lion right after that. Avengers, all based on the very first
Cannot
Avengers
wait.
movie we just saw this week. How much do we remember of it?
Yes.
We'll find out. And then
Love
we'll
it.
do a feel it out Friday. We're going to feel out some news. How do we feel about these stories, these things? And then
Great.
I'm going to get on out of here. And then what are you two going to get
Yeah.
into?
I believe, and I'll have Sarah confirm, but I believe Sarah is going to give me the gift, the likes of which I will think it's Christmas morning. She will be discussing her favorite, I think animals, but specifically pit bulls on Instagram. Get on Uppers, as you know, I am the biggest pit bull fan. I love them so much, not to be confused with the artist, though we love him.
Because every time you say
Right.
that, and
Yeah.
I hear, I am the
Huh.
biggest Pitbull fan, I'm always
Right.
like,
Huh.
Renee, Mr.
I mean,
Worldwide?
all right. That's okay. I can guess see a world
Oh,
where that tracks.
God.
So the dog.
Okay, that makes
So
more sense.
we'll be going over that. Jim, can I give you an IRL thing that's happening right now? And I want to
Please.
make this a discussion
Is it
just a
about
little
the
bit.
dog?
I wish it was about the dog. It is I wonder if do you guys get migraines at all? Are we a migraine
Oh
group
no,
at all? No, but I
Renee.
think because what you do is you start to feel like a little bit of pressure behind your eye, and if you take the medicine within first 5 minutes, it goes away. So can I just real quick? I'm gonna go take it real quick, and I'll be
Yes, yes.
right back. I'll be right back.
Please
I'll
do.
be right back.
Okay. All right. Well, Renee's going to take her migraine medicine so she doesn't get a migraine. I don't get them. I can only imagine that when you get them, it can knock you out. It can knock you out. You got to put the sunglasses on. Do we have anybody get on uppers? Anybody get migraines? Anybody? All right. Well, we're hoping so. And welcome to folks who've just joined. If you popped on in and you're like, hey, how come my name's not showing up? You can just into your device say change my name, and you'll be able to change your name from there. And Stacy's chiming in, your mom gets migraines, and if she doesn't take medicine right away, she's going to oh no, we don't want that. We don't want that. Yikes. I hope that I hope that well, look, she's back. And Audra used to get migraines, but and your dad has chronic migraines for a while, and it's no joke. I saw the word joke and I thought maybe you were gonna end like, but it's a joke now.
It's a joke, but now it's
Not a
fine.
joke.
The thing that I love so much is that you say when you were going through, as someone who doesn't get migraines, I love the the notion of like, you got to take your medicine, you got to put on your sunglasses. Those are the steps with which you go with that is what it looks like.
My
It's
biggest interaction with somebody who said migraines when I in college. I was running this theater company, and
Right.
one of my actors, she wasn't in this particular show, but
Right.
we went on a group field trip to a show that was happening at my theater company I was running. Long story long, the whole cast was there, and you just saw Casey just wearing these huge like Joan Crawford sunglasses sitting in the audience, and she just
Yep.
looked like this big diva movie star. And I'm like, Casey, what is happening? She's like, oh, I have a migraine. I have to shut everything out. Yeah. So that's what I know. Take your medicine and put your sunglasses on.
That's what you got to
And
do.
pray for the
It's just
best, and then pray.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And if so in 5 minutes, if it doesn't start to get better, then I will go get a snack in front of you. It's a whole thing. But I think the thing is like you figure it out. You're just like, okay, you take the medicine. That didn't work. Then you eat. You take that. You guggle water. Guggle.
Should we get the snack now? Should we get the snack now? And guggle all the water you need. If you need to guggle, I got it. Get on out of here. Look at this. You are learning, Get on Uppers, what to do in case you have a migraine. So now we know. You get your medicine. You get your sunglasses. You guggle as much water as you possibly can, and you get a snack. And that is your 4-step process. Even Audra's like, get that snack. Audra, you are cracking me up today. I am dying.
I am dying that Audra and you together. Honestly, Audra, are you available to take over for me? Because I think the two of you and Audra together would be the dream team that we all genuinely would like.
I think together we are the Avengers of morning shows. I think that's what it is. And Stacey said sometimes that doesn't always work, and sometimes you need medical attention from a doctor. So that would be step 5. Step 5.
And then Audra says, like, if anyone stops me from eating snacks or taking my meds, we're gonna have a problem.
Yep.
Which I love. Well, you guys are being very sweet to let me treat this
Darcy
like
wants
a Zoom.
Darcy wants Audra wants to be our Darcy in the Avengers Dream Team. So just the funny comic relief who eventually becomes a physicist on her own right.
And it would be phenomenal at it.
Well, here we go. Let's get into what's everybody doing for the weekend. So first question of the day, y'all, you can, if you're taking this in on your Excella or Echo device, I don't want to say her name because she'll be like, here's what I'm doing. Yeah. Listen, robot lady, I'll tell you when you say something. Oh man, these robots are gonna revolt, and it's not gonna be great.
They're gonna be mad.
Be kind to your Excella. She knows everything about you. She's heard it all. So please be kind to her. You should be saying please and thank you to your Excella, please. Yeah. Get her some yogurt. Okay, but you'll say to her, you'll say to her what you're doing for the weekend, and then we'll see it. So it's like a game of telephone. She'll relay it. And it is like a game of telephone because sometimes she'll say all kinds of wrong. She'll say Nanny's
Oh,
wearing
yeah.
purple red socks, and you're like, I said I was going to the Chicago Bears game.
Which is fun for us. It's fun for us to decode. But yeah,
To
Jim,
decipher.
I'm
It's like a
excited.
game.
I love it. And listen, okay, so far, Alexa isn't playing any games because I think that this is correct. Tim is going to his parents' 61st wedding anniversary. That's incredible. So we're celebrating
Mm.
that. Yeah, as you should.
Wow.
Tim, was there a 60th wedding anniversary? Or is it the type of thing because of the pandemic you guys couldn't celebrate last year? So now you're just like, you know
Mm.
what? We'll do the big celebration this year. I have follow-up questions. Let me
Well, then
and
as we know,
and
what
let's
did
get
the
this started.
queen just celebrate? Because we know that 50 is gold. It's your gold
Mhm.
jubilee because we had 50 episodes and we were gold.
Yes.
What is the 60th? And is the diamond? Oh, it's the
Mm.
diamond one. Yes,
Mhm.
because and then the
Okay.
queen, she sent her, what is it? Her grandchild, Prince William, to
Right.
go on that tour that nobody wanted them to go to on the Caribbean. And everyone's like, get out of here. We don't want it. But
Mhm.
that was her
Mhm.
platinum. And she was like, oh, y'all can fill in for me. Could you imagine? The queen would, it's better that they went instead of the queen getting
Wildest.
booed.
Yeah.
Don't boo at an old lady, even if she shouldn't be, even if she
Mm-mm.
shouldn't be there. Don't boo her.
I mean, well, yeah. No, you're right.
I
Let's
know,
err on the
now just
side of don't boo
imagining
old ladies.
it's not never appropriate unless they're doing something. I don't know if they're like walking onto the middle of like a baseball game. Like,
Right.
I don't think you just help her out. Get out
It's
of
the
here.
funniest thing. So, like, think of the person that is your
Booing the
enemy.
old lady? Oh, okay.
Well, no. So your arch enemy right now. Right now. So you're the
Yes.
same age, your arch enemy. Just the worst. You're just like, are you kidding me? That type of person who you would absolutely boo in their 30s. That person doesn't change. Their mentality, their morals, their ethics, their values does not change. They've just become older. At what point do they get a like, "Meh, well, we won't boo you"? It's a
Yeah.
curious thing. It's a I've had to explain that to myself when people are, not patient with old people. I'm like, "Be nice to them," and
Oh,
you're like, "You have no idea who they were 10 years ago." Like, "Well, all right,
yeah.
that's fair."
Yeah. I thought you were saying you have no idea how many times I want to boo an old person, and I don't. Boo! Boo!
Oh,
Oh
absolutely.
man.
I have a
And
change.org about it. Boo old
oh,
people. I
okay.
don't.
All
Are you
right. Well,
kidding? No,
Stacy is
no,
chiming
no.
in. You should never disrespect the royals no matter what.
Yes.
I don't
Okay.
I don't I think you are free to protest them because the whole
Mhm,
entire idea of a democracy, they're like, listen, I think you're and
mhm.
I feel like that's what the people in the Caribbean and Belize who no longer want to be subjugated by the royals, they're like, we have these signs. Please get out of
Right,
here. So they weren't necessarily booing, they were protesting, and I think that
right.
that is well within anybody's rights to be able to do. Just so right, the tour was a fiasco. We talked about it yesterday. Who is on their PR team? And we already know it's not good. They were like, Meghan Markle, get out of here.
Yeah,
And now they're like,
yeah.
we wish we had a black princess.
Oops.
You had
Have a
one.
good night.
She could have done this
Mhm,
tour for you. You ruined it.
mhm.
You
That's gonna
could
be
have
so
had a
how
black. You could have had a black princess on the tour. I was trying to do a Lizzo thing,
that was pretty good.
but no.
I liked it.
Yeah,
How
loved it.
much do you think Meghan Markle is giggling right now?
Oh, she's
I
having a
hope that she
giggle.
giggles
She's
all
having
day
a
long, just like,
giggle. She's like, I
"I
told
know."
you this. First of
Mhm.
all, this thing is outdated. Nobody wants it, and I
Right.
would have went over there and made it a little bit easier for you, but y'all were being racist.
But you messed up.
Um, all right, everybody. What everybody's going? What are you doing for the weekend? We want to know what's everybody doing for the weekend. We got Tim's going to the your parents' 61st anniversary. Please ask them for us, Tim.
Right.
What is their
Yeah.
secret? As someone
Yeah.
who will probably, I don't know if I'll be able to have a 61st anniversary. I probably will not. It's not in the cards for me. I will
I
probably
don't
not
think
be able to
that's
have one.
true.
You
No,
need to
I
start
bet
2 years ago.
oh, that's fair.
61? Oh,
Well, with
okay.
the
I
way
think
you take care of yourself, I bet your life expectancy is 120 years with
I
you.
hope it's not.
Okay, me too.
Don't keep me
That's
around
that
this long.
I
On
want
this
you around for as long as
burning
possible, but yeah.
planet of fire, it'll be no, thank you. Which we're going to talk about in my news. I have a climate
Mm,
report, and it's not great.
okay.
So we'll see what we feel about that.
Okay.
Stacy's hanging out with Aunt Tracy today. Hello,
Love
Aunt
it.
Tracy, if you're listening. Hello,
Mhm.
hello, hello. Um, And Audra going back to the Royals, it would be so easy for them to not be the worst, and yet here we are. It's so true. I mean,
Audra, please co-host this
read
show.
some books. Just read the room.
Mhm,
But I think
mhm.
when you're Royals, I mean, you can't see anybody in the room because you're so high up. So you're just like, no, all right. Ooh,
Yeah.
they have separate bedrooms, Tim chimed in, which I think helps a lot. I think there's a reason why they
Yeah.
were in the old TV
Yeah.
shows. They're like, here's the roadmap.
Yep.
Could you imagine? Well, I guess Lucy and Ricky had just separate beds, but I bet it helped. You're like, I
So
can't. This
much.
guy,
So much. Anytime I hear
this
of a
lady's
married
trying to get in my
couple.
show all the time. I gotta
Yeah.
not sleep next to her.
Anytime I hear of a married couple, and it's a little infrequent, who lives in separate places. They're just like, it just works for us. So I've got an apartment, they've got a
Mm,
house, it works. I am just like, yeah, I want that. How do I get one of those, please? Sounds amazing. It
yeah.
sounds like heaven to me, and I do think is probably helpful for some people, depending on how you work. I feel like
I
that's
need
very
to not
helpful.
see you for a while. I'm easily annoyed and irritable by anybody I spend too much time with. So
Of
I
course.
need a little
Yeah.
more space. I need a little space.
Yeah.
Tim brought up, not Tim, Nate brought up, because going back to the Royals, I said they
Mhm.
should read some books, and Nate's like, they wrote the books that they're reading, so it's all whitewashed. They need a different perspective. Yes,
Oh, Nate.
they need to go pick out some books, or we'll choose.
Mhm.
We'll have a collection of books for them.
Yes,
That's what we should. Yep, yep, yep.
books are great.
Renee, curious what you're getting into for lay weekend.
Yes, I would love to tell you. So I have 2 dinners. I put 2 dinners on the books. I'm going out with my friend Amanda tonight, and I'm going out with my friends Jeff and Tori on Sunday. Going hiking on Saturday morning, and then beyond that, I have work. But I put those on the calendar so that I don't. So it's not just work all the time. And then
Mm-hmm.
I want to go see that some everything everywhere. Is that what the name of the movie
Everything,
is?
everywhere, all at once.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Renee,
And do
please
you
treat
recommend
yourself to
it?
that.
Okay.
100%. I think you'll
I would
enjoy
love
it. I think
to
you'll
try
appreciate
to
it.
go catch that. Or
Yeah.
Coda. One of the 2.
Oh,
Those are my
yeah.
2. I'd love to go check those out. What are you getting
Go
yourself
do
into this
everything
week?
ever, because Coda, it's on TV. You can just
That's
pop
right.
it
You
in
do have
on
to get that.
TV. Get
Yeah.
yourself, out of the house and go see everything
Is
everywhere all at once.
I hear Coda is a little bit of a tearjerker. Is Everything Everywhere All at Once, will that one make you cry?
You'll feel feels, but I don't think
You'll
I
feel it. Okay.
cried.
So, yeah,
But
I
I'm
guess
dead
it'll depend
inside.
on my threshold on where I am with work. If I'm like, "I need to cry," then I'll watch Coda.
Yeah,
I'm like, "I
fair.
just need to be inspired," I'll go watch Everything
And I
Everywhere
gotta
All at
say,
Once.
I love
Yes.
it when the Get On Uppers are cheering each other on. Audra's saying
Yes.
Nate here with the good points, and then Audra also chiming
Mhm.
in, want to see everything everywhere all at once. It's so good.
Yeah.
I can't
Oh,
recommend it enough. Again, I
okay.
was like 10
Well,
minutes
we'll
into
go
this movie, and
together.
I'm like, 10 minutes into the movie, I was like, I think this is gonna be one of my top 10 movies, and it
I
did not
love this.
disappoint. It's not
Okay.
disappointing. And I'm pretty sure they filmed it during the pandemic, and it's weird. It's got this
Wow.
indie ragtag sort of way it feels like it's filmed, but like
Mhm.
I don't know, like limited budget, but they leaned into it. But then it's like, oh yeah, you did have budget, and it just the special effects, the fighting, the it's all great, and just the story is also amazing.
Right.
For me, also too, to your point, Renee, I'm sure part of the reason
Yes.
why you enjoy working during the weekend, and maybe it's something that you might want to bring up with your company, of like maybe
Yeah.
there's like non Slack hours so you can
Mm.
actually get into flow, because what's happening is if you're constantly getting pinged, then you
Yep.
can't get into a state of flow, and they say every time you get distracted it takes about 23 minutes
Good
to get
lord.
back into
Get back into
focus.
flow. Sounds right.
And they
Yeah.
say that the average worker is interrupted
Mhm.
every 3 minutes at
Ugh.
least.
So nobody's in flow at all.
No one's getting any work done, and so
Doesn't that
you
explain everything?
So then, and it's kind
Mhm.
of, and it feels like, well, I need to get an answer to this thing right now.
Mhm.
But instead, it's just sort of, what if you just piled those up? Or even what I like to do is I schedule send emails and
Yeah.
Slack messages. So maybe
Smart.
you just send them, and you just maybe have like a working hour of like, okay, these are the 2 hours that we will
Right.
answer emails, communicate with each other, work asynchronously. Or you just have like, even maybe it's like, no meeting Wednesdays or no meeting Fridays or no Slack, like
Right.
having one day at least, or a period of time
Yeah.
where everyone can just sort of focus in. So
This is so helpful. I am so grateful for you, Jim. I don't think that this book would have come on my radar before you. Um, And I definitely was up until you feeling guilty about like, God, what is wrong with me? Do I have a problem with
It's not
authority that I
you.
just can't do, or it's just like, leave me alone, let me do my thing is how I feel about it. And I was like, oh God, I'm not a good team player, but this is helpful. Just like, no, you can't get in the flow. That's what's happening. Okay.
And
Feels
we're
good.
getting so much information into our
Right.
like between like media or even Instagram and social media. Like, there's so much information, and so our brains are just burnt out. And to Nate's point, and the book that we're talking about is called Stolen Focus. Highly
Right.
recommend everybody either get the book or do audible. And they actually mention part of to Nate's point. Nate says this is why we should only work 4 to 5 hours a day, 3 to 4 days a week. And you're
Mm,
100% correct. The book makes a case for that as well, so you can get in and get out. We're not robots. Life should be more than just this job thing that you're going to. Even
right.
doctors, they pulled Jack Bauer's, which is like the TV show called,
Right.
24, and they stay up till they're 24 hours, but your brain needs time to sleep. After 19 hours, it's the
Right.
equivalent. You're the equivalent of being drunk. Like the same
Whoa.
alcohol blood
Sounds
level.
right.
Yeah. So you're
I don't,
running around drunk doing surgery? Not great.
not
And
good.
when you
That's not okay.
sleep, your brain repairs itself. So when you don't sleep, your brain's not able to repair itself. And it also
Mhm.
flushes out the information it doesn't need to keep in. And so like that's why you're able to sometimes like after a good night's sleep, you're able to think about something like sleep on it. They're right. Yeah, but don't make that big decision. You need to flush out the things that
Look
don't
at
matter.
that.
And so if you're not getting into that repair system, you're not repairing yourself. So and
Oh,
the
okay. Yeah.
average American is sleeping less than they were like, 60 years ago. So it's a system, it's a systematic
Mhm.
thing. And maybe that's why we're all kind of wiling out. Doesn't it feel like everyone's kind of wiling out? It's everyone's
It sure
working too
does.
much
Yeah.
and no one's sleeping and taking
No
care of
one's sleeping.
themselves.
Yeah. And we're all obsessed with that screen. I think for mine, it is so I live alone, I work alone, everything's alone, alone, and I got this perfect dog. But then, understandably, human contact is necessary. So then I'll feel lonely. So then I'll go to social media to try to feel less lonely, which only makes it worse. So then I stay on longer, which gets me screen time the whole time. And then you can't sleep. And it's just, it's a never ending cycle. So I
The
think
cycle.
do away with your phone and go back to bed. Throw
Yeah.
away your phone and go to
Yeah.
bed is the answer.
Yeah,
Okay.
put the phone
All right.
away and go to bed. Then you'll have energy to go see your friends. And I think you're doing the
Mhm.
right thing, Renee. You're making commitments to see people. And to everyone's defense, we were in a pandemic and we still are, but now we're living through it. And so for 2 years, you kind of had to be isolated. So we're kind of having to restart. But again, who do we want to be when we come out the doors of this Pandarella? Who do we want to be?
Yeah.
Let's the things that weren't serving us, let's leave those behind.
Yeah.
Um,
Getting
some great
incredible advice in the chat here, Jam. Call a friend, have someone come over, make sure that that's a real person you're talking to instead on social media. Doug, Stacy, yes, excellent points. I love it. I love it. Yes, this
Nate
is
brought
really
up a great one. There
good.
is
Mhm.
this Anne Rice book that breaks it down beautiful and everyone works in harmony. Do you know
Nate, what's the name of that
uh
book?
yeah, what is the name of that? And then Audrey recommended Fractured Universe. Oh, and thought of multiverse
Universe.
variants. I think there's such an interesting like the multiverse is in the ether.
Uh-huh.
And
Yep.
I wonder if it's permeating into this universe because like
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that we're gonna start making some really interesting discoveries. There was
Mhm.
in the 60s, space exploration. I think we're turning a new era of
It's wild.
it's everywhere. Everyone's talking about the
Yeah.
multiverse everywhere.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Wait, Nate, did we get that Anne Rice book? What's that Anne Rice book? I'm ready to
And
write it
then
down.
also, Doug, I think I missed the comment on what you're doing this weekend. I'm so sorry. Please let
Okay.
us know. Oh, this weekend you're just gonna watch TV, but what specifically? Don't leave us hanging, Doug. What specifically are you watching? Do you have anything specific? That's what we want to know.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and again, this whole entire working the way that we're working, it was designed by like Henry Ford. He was like, how much can I work human beings without them like complaining and falling over? So he settled on 8 hours a day and you get 2 days off. And it's just
Right. Yeah.
we've most of us have made it. We've made it in terms of like there's enough resources and stuff. We talk about this on the show. There's enough. We've made it. Like people don't have to work as much. Anyways, all
Mhm.
right. Shall we
No,
get
right,
into
good. Yes.
oh, Audra's gotta go. We're
Mm,
just getting into the birthdays. Have a great weekend,
okay, Audra, have
Audra.
the best day.
Have a great
100% of business
day.
owners agree. that you're the best. I hope that you
No,
agree with
they
yourself.
do. They do. Yes, we sure do. Okay, and then Doc, you're gonna watch is that Three's Company? Yes, please. And I love that. What a great show. And it looks like the book is Princess Lestat. Oh yes, Anne Rice, because she wrote all those vampire books that they kept aside from
Princess Lestat.
Aside from Interview with the Vampire, they
Right.
ruined all the other movies. They tried to do Queen of the Damned, didn't really work out. Um,
Right.
but Princess Lestat, she has this whole entire series of books, and they haven't been able to really figure out how to make these movies happen. All
Interesting.
right,
I love it.
quiz gesture.
Yes,
Happy
here we go. Be
birthday to
birthday to
you.
ya.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
ya.
Happy
Happy birthday. I love it.
like
Now, Jam, as I'm singing my song and I'm having the very best time with it, it is occurring to me that we didn't hear what you're doing this weekend. So while I pull this up, will you let us know what you're getting into?
it doesn't matter.
Fair.
I have a friend's birthday party. It's a day party. It's a daytime dance party. So we're going to
Okay.
the club. Going to the club. Oh, Sarah is yelling at me all caps
Yes.
in our
Okay.
private
Uh-oh.
channel.
Uh-oh.
James, it matters. You matter. Thank you,
It
Sarah. I love you.
matters. It absolutely matters.
I'm so sorry.
Sarah,
Uh,
I was thinking that it involved a romance. There was romance in the details, and so I was letting
no, that fool is at Pride Miami. So again, my girl likes to party all the
party
time,
all the
party all the time,
all the
party all the time. But my
time.
therapist gave me some really great advice for those of people
Yes.
who are, if you're out in the world, you're dating, and you got someone who's just driving you kind of bananas in those early
Right.
stages. Just remember, they're not your star player. You've got a bench. You got a bench. Can you build your bench and just, you're dating around and they're all trying out for that star. They're not even on the field. They're not even in the game yet. Who is going to be your star performer? And that's my thing. I'm building a bench. I'm building a bench. And
I
you have to work for that star lead role. Messing up my sports metaphor. They
no,
have to audition for that star
yeah.
lead player on the team.
That VIP. I love this. No, I think that that's absolutely perfect. Who's going to get cast? It's a perfect way to come at such a thing. All right, are you ready for these birthdays?
I'm so confused, Nate.
Yes.
Wait, so
Yeah.
it's not Princess Lestat and Alexa just did a great job of making that a thing. It's priceless, and they're doing a series on it's priceless, and they're doing a
Priceless.
series on
Okay.
AMC. Wow.
AMC.
We know
Okay.
Alexa's a huge Queen of the
Bless.
Damned
We love it.
she's a big Anne Rice fan.
It's the very best. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh, it's
Okay.
called Prince Lestat. Okay, there it is. I'm sorry.
Okay. Hold
She's playing games today. Look at Renee's taking so
on.
many notes.
Stat. It sounds like there's so much good stuff there that I need to check out. So I
Oh
will.
my god.
Very
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, but you're right. I am taking copious notes on this.
Copious
Uh,
notes
and there's
today.
a new vampire series based on Anne Rice's Chronicles coming out on AMC. Okay, then there's all right. Got it. Makes sense. I love this. Amazing.
Oh, and
Great.
they have the black actor from Game of Thrones. He's playing that. Okay, all right, doing it up.
Okay.
AMC is trying to look for a hit because The Walking Dead's about to.
God bless
It's
him.
dead.
God bless
It
him.
is literally The Walking Dead has
AMC.
become The Walking Dead of
Yeah,
television.
it's very true. It's very true. But
Mhm.
as my friend who owned this apartment, the reruns continue, and so does the money. So
Yeah.
it's good for some people.
Okay,
Alrighty. Are
who
you
was
guys
born?
ready? Who was born? What day of the birth are we celebrating? It is Biz Marquis's
Okay.
58th birthday. Happy birthday to Biz Marquis. We love you so much. Is best known for his
Yes.
1989 single called
Oh yeah. All right, get on
Mhm.
uppers. Let's all. I'm holding back because this is a great Friday song. They used to play it on the radio every Friday, even well
Yes.
past its prime. Do y'all remember what Biz Marquis' song was? You know what, Sarah? Not you know what, Renee, Sarah, get
Yes.
on uppers.
Yes. Yes.
You know what you all got?
Mhm.
You got what I need. but you say he's just a
Yeah.
friend. But you say he's just a friend. Oh,
Oh,
baby,
baby,
you got what I need. Hits a little too close to home.
I love it.
There it is.
I love it. Yes, you're 100% right. Just a Friend is the name of Biz Marquis's
Okay.
hit song in 1980. Obviously done profoundly more incredible things since then, but we want to throw it back a little bit, have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
It is
Oh, thank you, Stacy, giving me the compliments on my singing. I love
thank
that. And Nate giving
you.
us all the
I
facts
did.
about this series. They're doing the Mayfair, which is another series by her. I think every studio is trying to have it. But ding, ding, ding. We got Biz Marquis right. High five.
Yeah. Up top. Great work. Everyone, Nate, this is truly so helpful. You have put this on my radar. So now I'm going to go check it out and I appreciate it a lot. Okay. Up next, we've got Kirsten Storm. It is Kirsten Storm's 38th birthday. Happy birthday to Kirsten Storm. She is known for this Disney movie, also starring Raven Simone. Kirsten
Oh,
Storm.
yeah. Can I give you yes, absolutely. And then I have a follow-up trivia question.
Okay.
Yep. Do
Yeah.
you guys remember? Do you guys I'm gonna sing a hit song that came from this trilogy of Disney movies.
Yes.
Zoom, 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 make my heart go boom, boom, my supernova girl. There was a
Mhm.
pop star that they're into. That's So Raven. Yes, well, Raven Simone was on that So Raven. Alexa says was Wizard of Waverly Palace, since not the answer I'm looking for. We're collectively looking for. I'm gonna jump on in here. Xenon, girl from the 21st century.
Yeah, very
She
good. You know it. You know it.
turning the tables. Can you all name the daytime soap opera that she first starred on? Can you name the daytime soap opera she first starred on?
Yes, because you love this soap opera. Oh, I'm not playing today.
Well, I am asking you, but Renee's still like, I'm not answering questions today. Not until we get to Jamulay.
Yeah, I know, but
Nate
I
was
love it.
saying
Yeah.
General Hospital Maxie.
Okay. Ooh,
Almost, but before that, she was on a different soap. Nate, she was Belle Black on Days of Our Lives. So
looky there.
before she
So,
was
Nate,
Maxie on General
you
Hospital.
100% got it correct. So correct, Nate. And
Mm,
yes,
I think
and not almost.
my question was, what was the first soap opera she was on? So
Okay.
agree to disagree. But
Okay.
Nate, you said
Yeah.
some things that were correct about her life. Yes, absolutely. Yes, you did.
Good job. Good job. God, what would we do without you? It would be an absolute mess. An absolute mess. I need you in my daily life, Jam. Please follow me around
I
forever and
gotta keep
always.
everyone correct. I gotta keep everyone correct.
I
Can't get
need
participation trophies
it.
for everything.
You need it. Yeah. Yeah. Thank God for you. I would love to tell you the next person. Would you like to hear?
Okay. Yeah, Nate did say. Nate said I said Days of Our Lives, and then I said she was Belle, and before. Okay, you're right. You were right.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm
You're
telling
right.
you, you two together, we have to get Jam, Nate, Tim, Doug, Stacy, Audra, all on a trivia team, and then I
Oh,
should
we're
be
gonna
there in a mascot
dominate.
costume. We will never get anyone wrong ever. Sure. Well, we got to figure out our name so I can figure out what the mascot costume
I
is,
was
but I'll
gonna.
be
That was
there.
my question. I was like, "What's the mascot? It's a bird something. Obviously, we're the
I don't know.
birds,
Yes. Okay.
and it's
Thank
just a
you.
generic bird. We're the birds, and it's just a generic bird."
And I just come flapping in, terrifying everybody. I'll be the distraction. I'll be the decoy while you guys figure out what the answer is. Okay.
I love it.
Here we go. It is also Robin Wright's 56th birthday.
Hello, I love Robin
Happy birthday to
Wright.
Robin Wright. Here we go. Oh, Sarah, thank you. What movie did she star in with Renee's favorite human, Tom Hanks?
Ooh, I don't think I know this one. I gotta be honest. I love Tom Hanks, but I have not seen a lot of his movies
Sure.
outside of Forrest Gump. I think that
Jam,
might be what?
stay on that. Yeah. You say, keep that thought pattern.
Oh, man. Yeah, Forrest Gump is the only Tom Hanks movie I've seen. No,
Uh-huh.
I did see Captain Phillips. I've seen Captain
Okay.
Phillips, and, gosh, I'm embarrassed. Doug's having Forrest I think, Forrest Gump is the right answer. Who
Correct.
was
Yeah.
she? Was she Jenny?
She was Jenny. Jenny.
No way.
Mhm.
Robin Wright was Jenny?
I know.
Good goddess. I thought I have to go rewatch that movie. I'm not. It's 3 hours. Um, Forrest Gump was one of those movies that got played all the time when I was a kid. And
Right.
it's I don't know, it always like when I was a kid, I did not like movies that took place back in time.
Mhm.
It for one just seemed I was like, "Oh, these are boring times." Sorry
Right.
to everybody who was
Right.
born back in
No, it
time.
makes sense. Yep.
I was like, for one, this seems boring. Two, this seems not safe. And it just made me think of like getting old and that one day I would be old. And
Sure.
I think I just never liked those sort of things as a kid. So Forrest Gump was a depressing movie to me as a kid. Is it a feel good movie? It was just
No,
depressing to me.
it's
Everyone
a
was
very depressing.
dying.
Yeah.
Then why did everyone in my family keep putting it on? They're like, gather
I
around,
don't
kids, put on Forrest Gump for 3
I don't
hours and get depressed about your life.
It's a great question. It is a I don't know. I don't know, but you were
Mm.
correct on all accounts. Stacy saying you can find Forrest Gump on Amazon Prime Videos, Jam, if you wanna watch, and then Tim is saying,
I'm
"I've never seen Forrest Gump all the way through, just bits." Yeah, because it's 3 hours. I'm on your side, Tim.
Oh gosh, it's so long. And then Mirror Man saying that was on TV live the other day. But agrees with me. It's sad. It is
Yeah,
sad, but people do love Tom Hanks, and we get
that's
it.
true.
Hello
That's
to Long Moose. Hello to Mirror Man who just jumped in. Again, if you are just joining in, when your thing says no name, you can change your name. You just go say to your Alexa device, and you can say, change my name to Renee Zellweger.
true.
I'm
And I
assuming one of
appreciate
these
that. Yeah.
I'm assuming one of these people is Renee Zellweger, and she
Yeah,
can't
probably.
figure out how to change her
Right.
name.
It seems right.
But Tim's right. You did learn about historical events from it. I feel like it was my first time really understanding Vietnam as an 8-year-old.
Right. Yeah, that might be a little young. That might be a little young to do that to such a person, but I think it's okay if you're like, "I don't get it." That's okay. Point is, happy birthday, Robin Wright Penn, who played Jen A. in Forrest Gump. Up
Yes.
next is Patricia Arquette's 54th birthday. Happy birthday, Patricia
Oh.
Arquette.
Mm.
Name the movie she starred in with Shia LaBeouf that also had
Ooh.
Eartha Kitt in it.
Wow.
What
A
movie? So this is
movie with Shia LaBeouf,
mhm.
Eartha Kitt, and Patricia Arquette. All right, get it up. I'm gonna need your help on this one. I'm trying to think of like Shia LaBeouf movies. It was like Indiana Jones, Transformers. I do not think Eartha Kitt and Patricia Arquette were running around Transformers. He was in Holes. Was Eartha Kitt in
Okay. Beep,
Holes?
beep, 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 beep,
Oh,
beep, beep.
look at
I'm
Audra's back from
pretending.
her meeting.
Yeah, Audra. What a
She had to come.
gift.
She knew I was struggling, and she was like, "Oh, let me go help him."
Let me go. I'll
Holes.
go help. I'll go help. It was holes. There you go. You got it. You
Eartha
got
Kitt
it.
was in Holes?
I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
I do not remember that movie. And look at Nate. Holes, yeah.
Holes. Yeah. Obviously.
Man.
Patricia
Yeah.
Arquette. Okay.
Wow.
Now we
That's
know. Yeah, we'll have to go
fun.
see, Eartha Kitt in that. I also had missed that.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed her in that. Was she
I
like the
know, I know. Okay,
warden?
great question. I don't well, listen, I've got a whole answer sheet right in front of me here. Give me one moment. Uh-oh. Can I tell you? I'm going to IMDb, and do you know what the front page video is?
What is it?
The trailer for, Russian Doll, which means it's gotta be coming soon, right?
Oh, it is. I think it's coming out this weekend. If not, it's
Oh,
probably
boy.
out today. I think
Oh,
that's
boy.
Russian Doll
Alright.
season 2.
We're gonna be so excited. Okay, let's take a look.
Oh,
Let's
Audra said that
let's
she was the teacher in the flashbacks.
okay,
Okay. With
let's
Dual Hill.
do you wanna
Uh,
hear something completely unjust is that Eartha Kitt is not getting top billing. I'm having to scroll and scroll to find where Eartha Kitt is.
It's wild. Do y'all know Living Legend? You have her up in this movie, like she collecting a paycheck for holes based on some book.
I know.
Oh, Sarah
Played
said she was the fortune teller and cursed
she
the
was
family.
Madame Zeroni. Does that
Mm-hmm.
ring a bell? I need to go rewatch Holes.
It better be a big part. Y'all got Eartha Kitt being a fortune teller, cursing
I love
people. Oh, do better.
I love
Do better, Hollywood. Do better by her. It's too
it.
late,
Mhm.
but
Thank you. Okay, now listen, we're running a little late, but it is my husband's birthday, so I gotta get him in real quick. If that's all right, man.
yeah.
Okay,
Is this
just real
your
quick.
husband?
This is my husband.
I
Dean
had no
Norris
idea.
turns 59
Wow.
today.
From
Happy
Breaking
birthday
Bad.
to James.
Oh, so sorry.
Okay. I love you. I
I'm
love
so
you.
sorry.
I love you. I
I
love
did
you.
so good. These
Did you?
I
Sweet.
no,
Sweet.
because every question so far I've wanted to say
Yes.
something and I didn't,
Okay.
and then I
Okay.
was like, oh, I'm doing so good today. I
Okay.
can just let
Yeah.
it rip now.
All
And
right. Okay. We can work with it. We can work with it. So you're in the right zone. You're in the right
okay,
zone. I'm
uh-huh,
looking for the actor's name to this question. He played
uh-huh.
the brother-in-law to what I need the actor and the character's name. He played the brother-in-law to what character and what was the actor's name who played that character?
Okay, all right. So I didn't spoil it. So he's in Breaking Bad. Okay, all right.
Okay.
He's in Breaking Bad, and so we're looking for pretty much the lead actor's name of Breaking Bad, who is making the drugs. Who was it's great. Oh, okay, got it.
Yes.
So the
Okay.
actor's name is Bryan Cranston. Do y'all
Okay.
remember Bryan Cranston's character? Oh, Tim coming in with the help. Walter White. Walter White.
Nailed it.
Bryan Cranston and
Nailed it.
Walter. And I did not ruin that question. So I just
Perfect.
want the
Perfect. I
video
love it. I love it. I love
to
it.
show James was perfect. And
Yes.
yeah.
As
Renee, this is
always,
your husband? I have more questions, follow-up questions.
love
One,
him. Yeah.
this is the first time you've ever mentioned him at
I
all.
know.
I
I
had no
know.
idea. Was it because you're like
Yeah, well,
secret
my childhood
lover?
crush was obviously, Tom Hanks, and then right after that was Bruce Willis.
Mhm.
But truly I think I had heard, once I first got out here that maybe Bruce Willis wasn't very nice, so I needed a new
Mm.
bald man to love, and Hank was there to catch me. So,
Oh,
I
all
love Hank.
right. Well, there it is. Okay. Well, there we got it.
Perfect. And he's such a good actor. He's so
He's
talented.
very
He's
good. He's very
so
good. He was on the
yeah.
7th season of
Ugh,
Scandal. He played
yeah.
a homosexual.
I didn't know that. Well, I gotta
He
go watch that.
did. He
Wait,
did. Yeah, yeah.
Tim, here I am trying to tell you that I'm the biggest fan, and I can't remember what his last line was in Breaking Bad. Do you remember it, or can you, like,
Mm.
paraphrase what it was? I can't remember. Jam, speaking of husbands, are you watching Moon Knight with your husband,
Oh,
Oscar
I
Isaac?
am watching Moon Knight. Audra, it is so good. It's so good.
Mhm.
Like Disney Plus is not missing a beat with these Marvel shows. I haven't watched, I've been working so much that I forgot that a new episode released on Wednesday. I am treating myself to that this weekend. I am
Hey.
doing episode 2 of Moon Knight. It is so good. And also, Nate is pointing out that Bryan Cranston was also Zordon in the Power Rangers, the latest Power Rangers movie, which I thought was really great. No one went to go see it. It was really good. Elizabeth Banks was Rita Repulsa. It was hilarious.
Okay.
It was a
Alright.
great
Well,
movie.
I couldn't love any of this more. And gosh, you were getting real good reviews from Moon Knight? That's
Moon
what it's
Knight.
called?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's saying
Mm-hmm.
it's the best show
Yeah.
on Disney Plus.
Even
You
Mirror Man,
agree?
like it is. I would actually put it up there. It's so good, and of course, my husband
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac knocking it out of the park.
Yeah.
I haven't seen episode 2. I haven't seen episode 2, but he's got multiple personality disorder, and so
Right.
the first episode, you're only seeing things from one of the folks' perspective, and so there's a lot of blacking out and reappearing in places and
Yeah.
things, even in the middle of fight scenes, because he can't
Whoa.
fight and he blacks out, and then it's like
Oh,
covered in
whoa.
blood. Yeah.
Oh,
So
no, puppy. Okay, well,
great.
I
Yeah.
like it. All right.
You have to
And
do it.
that sounds like something I should check out. Would I like it?
Stacy, I think you would. We are gonna get there. So if you want, you can watch it now if you want, but because we are gonna get there through the Marvel. Renee, we are folding in the Disney Plus series into our Marvel rewatch. We'll figure out
Yes.
how that'll work.
Okay.
But we've got if we're doing it, we got to do it all.
We have to.
So
We have to.
we might
Though
be
I am
booked
putting
till
my foot
November.
down. Come September, we're doing Fast and the Furious because that's fun. I'm going to have a fun time with that. I'm not a fan, but I would like to watch them.
We will do it.
Okay.
We'll figure out how we'll get all of these in there. And there's more Marvel movies coming out, so we can keep with it.
Nate, you bring up such a good point. When a movie comes out that is serialized, so they are stationing it in a way that you have to wait until the next one comes out. You have to wait a whole week. Do you sort of like painstakingly watch it at that pace, or do you wait until they're all out and then binge them all together? I'm assuming, Nate, that's so that you can kind of watch it on your own time. And Audra is saying, I think the Marvel shows are doing a decent job of making shows that you don't need to know the background to enjoy. That's nice. Would you agree, Jam?
Well, what they're doing is they're really copying the format of comics. And so like
Yeah.
in comics, there'd be crossovers and mentions of other characters, different characters like jumping in. And the idea is when you read a comic and you're like, it will reference, oh, if you want to know what this is referencing, see
Right.
this comic. And so similar, if you're just popping in and out of different things, if you're like, oh, that character seems really interesting. What does that mean? Oh, they were in Hawkeye. Okay.
Right.
I really like that character. I'll go watch Hawkeye. So it's sort of looking at the publishing world that you don't have to watch all a good series. You don't have to watch everything to get everything, but the payoff for everybody who does watch everything is huge.
I love it. That's incredible. And then, Mirrorman, you were saying that on Disney Plus, you can watch the Marvel movies in order. Get this, Mirrorman. Would you get this? We are doing exactly that because I've only watched a handful of them. So Jam is walking me through the entire series world experience. What
Marvel
is that?
Cinematic Universe.
Marvel
the
Cinematic
MCU.
Universe. Yeah.
We're going in chronological order. We just finished the Avengers. And speaking of, I think we'll save those celebrity birthdays, whatever we didn't get to. We'll do it on Monday.
Perfect.
But we gotta get to We've got to get to Jam You Lion. It is time for Jam You Lion. We're doing it a little bit earlier in the show because I gotta teach a workshop.
We've got so many Marvel kiddos in the group today that I definitely want to play this now because I am going to need you, like need you. If you have a meeting, I need you to cancel it. I need you, if you are in the chat now, to stay until this game is over because I will not be able to do it without you. So whatever's going on, if you are a Marvel fan, please cancel it and stay until this game is over. Okay.
There it is. All right. So this is going to be just watch Avengers, the very first Avengers movie together. If I so
Man,
the very first movie.
Need you. Thank you.
Perfect. So we just watched the very first Avengers movie. We're going to do a Jam You Lion based on the very first Avengers movie. It's just based on that. Essentially, the way this works is it's true or false. So essentially, if you think that I am telling the truth, you will say, Jam, that's right. If you think what I'm saying is a bold-faced lie, you will say, Jam, you lion. So that's how it's going to work. All right. You'll work together. And the first question is, in the very first Avengers film, the first line of the movie is, the Tesseract has awakened. Oh, we're getting specific. The very first.
Did you come up with this quiz, or is this an internet quiz? Who made this quiz?
You thought it'd be like, Iron Man's real name is Tony Stark.
I love it. Okay, now Tim is saying, you're the smartest guy I ever met, and you're too stupid to see he made up his mind 10 minutes ago.
That's from the Breaking Bad. So the reference to your husband's last line in Breaking Bad.
Okay. Now, wouldn't it be funny if Avengers started out like that? Wouldn't it be funny if Hank's last line was Avengers' first line? I'm hoping for such a thing. You're the smartest guy I ever met, and you're too stupid to see he made up his mind 10 minutes ago. That's so good. Yeah, that is heartbreaking. Oh yeah. Okay. You're right. Okay, so everybody is saying, Jam is saying you're right. Audra is saying Jam, you lion. Tim, that's a hate quote. Thank you. Yes. All right, we pulled that together. Audra, I have no idea. Okay, so wait, say it again. The Tesseract has awoken. Is the first
Awakened,
line?
yeah, the
Awakened,
first
awakened.
line.
Okay, all right. So they are proper with their grammar in Avengers, we know this. You're right. Okay, so it does seem I think the consensus is that's right.
All
Mirror
right.
Man, would you agree with that? Do you think is that okay, let's go, Jam, that's a fact.
All right, that is a fact. That is a fact. And also
Yeah, good job,
Mirror
Jam.
Man, I was like, that sounds familiar. Mirror Man, I feel like you might be a nerd like myself. Is that from your name, Mirror Man? Is that in reference to the Watchmen who had a Mirror Man in it as well? I'm curious. We never
Ooh,
figured out their
we'll
identity.
see.
All right, the second question is the first
Right.
recognizable character in the film we see is Nick Fury. The first recognizable character we see in the film is Nick Fury.
Nick Fury. This is good. I'm liking this. And Stacey, yes, of course. I was joking when I said please cancel your meeting. We understand if you gotta go, but if you can't stay and you know Marvel, I will not be getting any of these right without you. So if you like stay, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, she just watched the movie less than a week ago, but
I
she will.
I know.
I
I
know.
know. I'm gonna go see a neurologist soon. I mean he's pretty early. Um oh, my name is from the Snowy. You know what that
Oh,
is?
okay. Well, I don't.
Okay.
I guess I was I'm like Audra. Apparently I do not remember anything about this movie. I mean, these are very specific.
There's
But yes, the
yeah.
first recognizable character in the film we see is Nick Fury.
Oh, great. So yes, Jam, that's a fact. Or did you just tell us or we're still asking the question?
I'm still asking a question.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Nate. Yeah, we did see a little shiny guy and he was a magician's petite. There was more of a D. Okay. All right. What do we think, guys? Jam, that's a fact? Jam,
Oof.
that's a fact.
Jam, you lion. It is Agent Coulson. Agent Coulson is the first one. He gets out of the
Okay.
helicopter and then he goes to talk to Nick Fury and he goes, "We have a
Right.
problem."
But Jamie,
So,
okay. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
He's the
All right.
second
All right.
person.
So Colson's the first, Fury's the second. Got it.
All right. Speaking of
Okay.
first, the first Avenger we see in the film is none other than Hawkeye. Hawkeye is the first Avenger that we end up seeing in the film.
That seems right. Get on uppers. Yes, is he the first one? Because then we find out that they've assembled and then they all come into play. Is that the first one? I think. God, isn't it funny? You know what is interesting about this? Watching it this close together, they do sort of like conflate
Blend,
a
of
bit.
course.
Yeah.
100%. Yep.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay. I'm going to go with. Okay, so that last one was Jammy Lion. So theoretically, we're due for a jam. That's a fact. Let's go with Andre. Yeah, I'm just gonna say yes to everything. That seems fine. Yes. Jam, that's a fact. The first one we see
It
is Hawkeye.
He is. Nick Fury comes in and he's like, "Hey, you're supposed to be, watching the scientists because Dr. Selvig is working on the Tesseract, and
Right.
Hawkeye is sitting up above, and he's like, I see better from up here." And then Loki takes him over. He mind controls him. So there it
Gotcha.
is. Next one. When we catch up with Steve Rogers, we have not seen him
Okay.
since Captain America: The First Avenger. When we catch
Yeah.
up with him, he's looking at old photos. The first time we see Steve, he's just looking at some old photos.
Was I looking at photos? And Audra, listen, for Audra, just real quick, we're gonna deviate real quick. Audra is like, I have a PhD in Muppets, but I think I skipped
Yeah.
Marvel school. So we may
Because
swing back to
Audra
Muppets next time
killed that
Audra's in town.
Muppet
Yeah.
Jammy
Yeah.
Lion. Yeah.
It was
I and Tim says, "Sorry, which film are we talking about? I'm multitasking right now. The Avengers."
sure.
And Tim, this book that we're reading is actually saying that you're not multitasking, you're juggling back and forth between different tasks. No,
Sure.
that's
Sure.
perhaps
Yeah, but you're doing it
we're
so
glad to have
quickly
you.
that it feels
But
like
we're glad to
multitasking.
have you back over here. We're talking about the Avengers. The first time that we see Steve, he's looking at old photos. Is that Jam that's right or Jam you lying?
Okay. Was it photos? Let's see. Okay. Was he looking at photos? Maybe. Yeah, now listen, what I like about these is they're good, but I know for a fact, just because I've seen my sweet Nate, Tim, Mirror Man, and Otter answer, it was photos. Great. All right. Mirror Man says it was photos. Jam, that's a fact. Yes.
Hmm.
I feel like he was looking at photos of Peggy. Jam, that's
Oh,
right. Jam, that's a
interesting.
fact. Jam, that's a fact.
The
Great,
first
good,
time we
great.
see him, he is boxing on the punching bag. He's punching the punching bag and he
Okay.
busted down. But I'm gonna give it to you all anyways, because what I'm thinking is that you all saw the deleted scene, which is an extended scene,
Mm,
where the first time we do see Steve is he's looking at photos
there
and
we
he's like
go.
looking at all of his friends, and
Yeah.
it all says deceased. All of his friends are dead except for
Right.
Peggy. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm mad," and he goes to get a coffee with this waitress who we see later on running around the Battle of New York. There's like a very dolled up blonde waitress who gets a lot of
Okay.
screen time. You're like, who is she? She had a
Yeah.
scene earlier in the movie, it got cut, and then he goes boxing. So they
I'm sorry
cut
for that
all of
waitress.
that part, and
Okay.
that poor waitress, right? She's
I
like, "I have
know.
a big part in the movie." Like, no,
Eek. Hopefully, though,
there's some
she
close
still
ups.
gets the residuals. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, next one. Tony thinks that Pepper deserves 50% of the credit for wait, what
So
happened?
sorry.
What did I
Tim
do?
was like, maybe Steve was multitasking by looking at photos and punching things. Tim, great. That's great.
Fair. Maybe you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah, you're so right. Oh man, he was. He was
Good.
proven. He is a super soldier. So if anyone can do it, it's him.
Exactly.
Um, Tony
Sorry,
thinks
Janitor.
that Pepper deserves 50% of the credit for Stark Tower. He's like, you deserve 50% of the credit for Stark Tower. Is that Jam
Yeah.
You Lion or Jam That's Right? How about
Or
this?
is it a
He does say
yes.
that she deserves a percentage. Is that percentage 50%?
Is that percentage right? Okay, Nate says yes, that's correct. For some reason, I think it's 100%, but that'd be wild for him to admit. Okay, let's see. Early Tony is too self-centered to give her credit, Audra says. So it's got to be maybe it's like 10%. So it's a percentage. Okay.
It is a
Yes, that's right. I
percentage, yes.
think Jam, that's right. Okay, everybody's saying that's right. So Jam, that's a fact.
Ooh, Audra, you had your finger on the pulse. He's too self-centered
Uh-oh.
to give her that much credit. It's 12%. He's like, I'm gonna take
12.
12%. I
12.
know. He's not there yet. He's not
Yeah,
there
yeah.
yet.
He gets there. Okay. All right.
So Agent Coulson, we're gonna do one about
Yes.
Agent Coulson. Agent
Mm.
Coulson's first name is Bill. His name is Bill Coulson.
Yeah, boy. All right. Get on uppers. What would we do if you were not here? I can actually picture that scene in my head. So it must have woken up then. That's funny. Phil Coulson is what Audra is saying. It is actually
Dang.
Phil Jam,
Audra's
you
heating up.
lion.
I'm just
Yeah.
getting in the zone. I'm
Yeah.
just getting in the zone. All
I
right.
love
Yes, that's correct.
it.
Bill Colson. Thought I had you. Bill Colson. As we know in the movie, Steve doesn't get a lot of references. He doesn't get a lot of references. And the first one he doesn't get because he's an old man from like 100, almost 100 years ago.
Right.
And the first reference Steve doesn't get is about Stephen Hawking. The first reference that he doesn't get is about Stephen Hawking.
These first ones are tripping. I think us up. Like I don't like we can remember it, but I don't know if we remember the first.
No.
Let's see. Was that the first one, guys? The Stephen Hawking Jam, you lion. Mirror Man says. Okay, Tim, Audra, Nate, Doug. What do you think? Is that a Jam, you lion? Was the first one Stephen Hawking? And gosh, now I'm even like, was there a Stephen Hawking one? Okay, I'm gonna go with Mirror Man. That Jam, you lion. That wasn't the first one.
That's right. So when Steve does, no, I'm sorry, it's Jam.
Oh,
That's
that's
right.
Jam. That's
So
right.
when
Right.
Steve doesn't it is the first one. When Steve doesn't understand something, Coulson has to clarify and say that he means someone is really smart. But keeping on this things that Steve, there is a reference to flying monkeys, and Steve Rogers also doesn't get that one. There's a reference. Everyone looks at him and he's like, I don't get it. There's a reference to flying monkeys from The Wizard of Oz. And Steve doesn't even get that reference. Is that Jam You Lion or Jam That's Right?
Yeah, that's Nate. Alexa's wildin'. I did as a poor Alexa having a rough day today. Let's see. Yeah, that's right, guys. Right? Wait, say it one more time.
So there's a reference that gets made to The Wizard of Oz and flying monkeys, and Steve also doesn't get that reference. He's like, everyone looks at him and he's like, I don't get
remember
it.
that. Yeah. Okay. So Audra says Jam. That's right. Nate, Mirrorman, Tim. Everybody on board for that? Okay. Jam. That's a fact.
Oh no, that was the one he did know. Because remember, he's so old. The Wizard of Oz came out when he
Oh,
was
that one does
alive,
make
and he's like,
sense.
"That one I know.
I
That
got
one I
that one. Oh,
know." And
right. Okay.
then everyone looks at
Right.
him like, "Okay,
Okay.
okay, old
All
man."
right.
Yep. Oh, there he
Got
goes.
Yep.
Nate goes
Okay.
correct. Everyone talks about the Wizard of Oz. It's a cultural staple.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's old. He's
So
old
anything in
man.
the 50s, he'll understand. Okay.
All right. The name of Loki's army is called the Black Order. The alien
Ooh.
creatures that are with Loki, they're like, uh-oh, it's the Black Order. That is the name of the army, alien army that is with Loki. They are named the Black Order. Is that Jam You Lion or Jam That's Right?
Get on uppers. What do we think? Is that right? Is that wrong? Because I don't know. I can't remember what they're called, but I don't think that's right. Okay. So Audra's coming in with a jammy lion. Is Loki's army called the Black Army? Is that what you
The
said?
The Black
The
Order.
Black Order. Okay. The Black Order. I don't know either. I'm gonna go with Jammy Lion. Okay, so Doug says we've got 2 Jam You Lion. Jam You Lion about the army. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, that's 3. I'll take 3. 3 is all I need. Let's do it. Jam You Lion. That is not what they're called.
Uh, they're
What are they?
not. The Black Order is actually the children of Thanos that we'll see in Avengers Endgame.
Okay.
No, actually first in Infinity War. But the aliens that he had were called the Shatari. It was the Shatari alien creatures. That's who
Okay.
they were.
Okay. Great.
All
This
right,
quiz is
next
good, but it's
one.
hard. Yeah.
I know. This next one, Thor doesn't show up until 43 minutes into the movie. It is a 2.5-hour movie, and we do not see
You have to
Thor
wait a
until
while for Thor to show up.
43 minutes into the movie.
Okay. Thor, listen, you probably didn't even have to be there at curtain. I bet you could show up anytime you wanted. Uh, if that's true, if that's a fact. I mean, he's definitely not in the first part. Is it 43 minutes in? I don't recall. No, they are fighting each other in the beginning somewhere, Nate says. Okay, I like that, Nate. That feels good. That's hard for me. I can't remember. Yeah, when you watch them all, Mayor Man, I agree.
They
It's
all
hard to
blend
know.
together.
I think we're gonna go with it was sooner than 43 minutes. So Jam You Lion.
Renee, he does not have to be there at curtain. He can show up as soon as the show starts, and then he
Okay.
can start getting the hair and makeup. Yeah,
It is.
Thor doesn't show up until 43 minutes into the
Wow.
movie.
Okay.
Because it's a slow buildup of adding these folks, but you are into the world first before he gets in there, and then they do fight. They do fight, all 3 of them against each other. We love
Gotcha.
it when the Avengers fight each other because it's one of the best fight
Ugh,
sequences that we
the
see.
most fun. The
So
most
fun because
fun.
you're like, "You guys, I love you and your powers. Stop fighting." But I love it when you fight. Oh, it looks so cool.
You know,
Yeah.
well, so after yesterday's show, I really let myself like start to think about the multiverse and the metaverse, which I
Mm.
think Nate helped me decipher which was which. But like think about like all the places I would go if this does exist. And for you, it was the weirdest thing. I was like, I would want to go watch those crazy Marvel scenes get shot with a green screen. Like to see,
Ooh,
wouldn't that
yeah.
be fun? Just be on
That
set
would
to
be
watch that.
fun just
I'd
to
love
be
it.
there. But I bet it's a lot of hurry up and wait, you know?
Oh, I'm sure.
It's
I'm sure.
yeah. But to see
I
some of the
think,
fight sequences though, because you've gotta like they gotta let him go at it.
yeah,
And so just to
yeah,
see that would be really cool. That would be really
I love it.
cool. Tony wears an AC/DC shirt throughout the movie. He wears an AC/DC shirt throughout the movie. He's wearing a rock band shirt, and it's
Mhm,
AC/DC. Is that
mhm.
Jam You Lion or
Yeah.
Jam That's Right?
Ooh. Okay, Nate is saying there's a Netflix show you should watch it's called Kiss Me Last. Does that show special effects? Or is just I'll write
Mm.
it down, Nate. I'll write down everything you tell me. Hold on, Kiss Me
And he
Last.
said it's
Yeah.
called that and has nothing to do with the title.
Oh,
So,
but it's
and he
very
said it's
metaverse.
very
Okay,
metaverse heavy.
right. Okay, I love it.
See, there it is.
Um, but right now we're trying to figure out if Tony wears an AC/DC shirt the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
He wears a shirt. He's not topless. Jam, you lion. I think about the AC/DC. Tim says. Okay, let's go with that. Jam, you lion. What is
You're
his shirt?
right. I am telling a bold-faced lie. It is a Black Sabbath shirt. He's wearing a Black Sabbath
Oh,
shirt throughout it. Yep.
oh, these
Okay.
are.
Mhm.
This is for like. This is it. If you were to pick like what level of difficulty this quiz is, you picked expert. This is so hard. Okay.
Oh man. All right.
Here's the funny question I want. Name Iron Man's first name. And just in the vicinity, if you can just give us the first letter of what you think Iron Man's name would be. That's the kind of
Oh
level I'm
man. All right. What do you get? All right. So next one. When they capture Loki,
Mhm.
he's in his cell. They send in Thor to extract info from Loki. They're like, okay, Thor, that's his brother. He's gonna be the one to go and extract
Yeah.
information from Loki.
Black Sabbath originally said, "Oh, whoa, Tim, wait, Jam, had you put that together?" So the
I
reason
did
that he's wearing a
not.
Black
That makes
Sabbath shirt is because
sense.
they originally sang
I
Iron Man.
am
That's amazing.
Iron Man. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-dun-dun-dun. Wow, that makes sense.
That is a Easter egg that I love. Um, hold on, you just asked another question, and it
They
was
sent Thor to get
they sent Thor to go,
information
get him from Loki.
to Loki to get him to understand what his big plan was.
Yeah. Exactly, exactly. It's always nice to have 10 because there's a wealth of knowledge. Doug, you're so right. To have this team here, to have this whole group is so helpful because again, I would have gotten nothing right without him. Did their mom go God, I hope so. Audra, I want that to be right so hard that I'm gonna say that's right. So it wasn't Thor. His mom went in and said, "What
Ah,
are you doing? These are not the
okay.
manners I taught you."
I
I
am lying. Audrey, I think you're maybe thinking of though. I understand what you're saying.
Ragnarok,
They
right?
do also. Loki gets captured because they capture him in the end of
Yeah,
Avengers. They take him back to
right.
Asgard, and his mom, Frigga, played by Renee Russo, does go talk to him. So I get it. The movies start to collide in the head. In this
Thank
movie, I am lying, so I'll give you that. But it's not
you. Okay.
Frigga, his their mom. But it is Natasha. Natasha does the interrogation. She pretends
Okay.
to that she
Yeah.
pretends to be scared, and he tells her everything of what her plan is, and she's like, "Did you get that? Great. Thank you for the interrogation. Bye. Thank you for
Oh,
cooperation." Remember,
oh,
she's so
so good.
good.
All right.
She's so
Okay, Black
good.
Widow
Yeah.
does
Yep,
it.
yep, yep,
Okay,
yep. Black Widow does it. Yep.
great.
All right. The Avengers discover Shield is using the Tesseract to create weapons of mass destruction. Nick Fury says it's because of the events that happened in Thor. So the Avengers discover all these shield weapons that they're using to create weapons of mass destruction. They're fighting,
You're
and Nick Fury's like, "Well, it's because what happened in the movie Thor." He doesn't say that exactly, but he's saying that the
right.
events in Thor,
Is what
made
led
them.
to such a
They
thing.
yeah.
Okay. I love it. I also Tim's joke was very funny. It couldn't have been Thor to go talk to Loki because he didn't show up to the movie until 43 minutes. He was still
That's
driving to
very
the
true.
set. He was still
That is very true.
I love the notion that Avengers is a play. Very funny.
Yes.
Um, okay. Tony's saying that it's Thor's fault. Yeah, that seems like Tony, right? Does that
Wait,
seem
what?
right? So, didn't you
Oh
say
no,
that Iron Man is
Nick
saying that
Fury. Nick
oh, Nick
Fury
Fury
is,
is
but
saying
yeah,
that. Okay, well, in that
yeah,
case, I feel like he'd be more fair about things. What is it?
yeah.
What happened in Thor that is making this happen? And I don't think that's true. I think what made this happen was what happened in Iron Man. Maybe not. Oh
Mm.
gosh, I'm too confused. Help, 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 help. Say the question again, and the get on uppers will get it right.
Yes. So after the events of Thor, that's why
Mhm.
the Shield creates all these weapons of mass destruction.
Okay. No, you won't, but I think that okay, that no, it's Captain Marvel. Okay. All right. I agree, Nate. That seems right.
Nope,
Yes.
it is because of the events in Thor. They're like, "Oh my gosh, there's all these gods. We've got to." But
Okay.
to your point, Nate, timeline order, they should have been creating those weapons because of what happened in Captain Marvel. So you are right, but they hadn't
Right.
made Captain Marvel right yet. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there it is. That's the quiz,
That's
Renee. I have to go to the
okay.
bathroom, so I'll
Wait,
leave
can
you
you
to it.
okay, yes, all right, and then you know what, get on uppers, I wanna leave us all on a winning note. Gray, you Renee, you've let us down, I'm abstaining. Okay, that's fair. More than fair, my sweets, we get on uppers. So, okay, but I wanna end so while Jam goes to the bathroom, I wanna end on a high note for all of us. And the question is, who is the funniest Avenger? it's multi answered thing. Who is the funniest Avenger of all of it? Is it Iron Man? Is it Thor? Is it Captain America? Where do you land? Who do you like the most for their sense of humor? I will go first. Okay, let's see. Yeah, exactly. Andre, it's Ant-Man. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Easy, it's Groot. Okay, all right. I don't know how to follow that, Doug. That's only fair. I get you. These are good ones. Wait, is he an Avenger? Oh, that's a good question. Is Groot an Avenger? Yeah, I feel like if you're in a Marvel movie, you become an Avenger, no
He's a
problem.
guardian of the
And Nate is right. That's a
galaxy.
personal preference. That's why Nate, you were correct. I wanted to ask a question that had no wrong answers,
Oh,
unless I mean
great.
it to be wrong.
Oh, great.
Chandra's like, I meant it's Ant-Man, obviously. Jim, who do you think the funniest Avenger is?
Ooh, I don't know. I can't. It's too much. They're all so funny. I mean, I guess Tony's the easiest one, but Ant-Man's right up there with you.
Who is so it's Thor, and it's the guy in the like water cave. Right, who so it's one that we haven't watched yet. It's a Thor
Yes.
movie. It's like Ragnarok. There's a guy in a water cave, and he looks like a tree guy, I think.
Oh, yes.
Who's
Like the rock guy. It's
Yeah,
the
I
Korg
think
or something. Yeah,
oh
he's
god, he made
funny.
me laugh. I love him
Oh
so much.
man,
Okay.
because that's Taika Waititi. That's Taika Waititi.
Okay.
Can I?
Yes.
I think you all can get this one. At the
Yes.
very end of Avengers, Tony's falling from the sky. Tony's falling from the sky. Thor is the one to catch him.
Okay, who catches Tony?
Yes. So I'm
We can do
saying
it. So we all
Thor's the
want to
one to
win.
catch him.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
think you can do
Jam That's a
this.
Fact or Jam You Line? I know we're going to do it as a team together. Okay. Tony is falling from the sky. Who catches Tony? Is it
The
Thor?
very end,
No.
he just
Says Hulk. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Let's see. Nate says Hulk. All right. Okay. Good. Tim, here we go. Mirror Man, let's hear it. I want Hulk from all of you. Hulk from Wacky Tiger. Okay. Great. Anyone else want to chime in with this answer so we can collectively say, well, I don't know. I started off the morning right. I won an Avenger trivia test. Okay. Doug says Jamie Lion. All right, Doug, if you could just change your answer real quick, I'd appreciate it.
No, but Doug's right, because the phrase of the question of I said it's Thor, and he went with the
right.
original
Jamie
premise and
Lion.
Jamie Lion.
Okay.
So he's right. He's right.
Yes.
It is across the board. Everybody did it. It's not Thor. Thor tries, but he can't get there fast enough. Like, he's about to, but the Hulk already just jumps. And it's a beautiful moment because it shows that Bruce is still there on the inside. So it's just really
I love that.
moment.
And Aaron, welcome. Happy
Aaron,
to have
you
you.
just and Aaron, we know Aaron's a bit of a Marvel nerd too. You just missed our Jam You Lion Avengers quiz. That's it. We done did it. But great job, everybody. I know it was really challenging, but you like to be a little challenged. And how about this last one? Last one.
Okay. All right. Here we
In
go.
the post-credits sequence, there's a post-credits sequence, and a villain turns around, and it's none other than the Red Skull. It's the Red Skull. And
no, that's not his name. That's not his name. He's red, but his name isn't Red Skull. What's the red guy's name?
Or who is it? The Red Skull in the end credit sequence? What do we think? Is it Jam that's right, or Jam You Lion? Nate just went in.
Nate says nope. That's not right. Jam You Lion. Is it Thanos? I think it is Thanos. I think that's right. I can't remember his name. He's a red guy. From the Venture Brothers. I like a Wacky Tiger. Jam You Lion. His name's not Red Skull.
Jam You Lion. It's Thanos. It's purple, but purple's an offshoot of red, and it's but and there was a Red Skull. It's all conflating together. You've seen so many movies. Renee, don't do this to yourself. Renee, I want you to win and feel good about yourself.
That's red.
Thanos is deep purple.
Red. It's a deep red. That
all right, get on uppers. Please end this debate between Renee and I's first debate. This is the first time Renee and I hardcore have not agreed about something. What color is Thanos? Get uppers. Is he purple
in the
or is he red?
For Sarah to share. Sarah, go with me. That's red. It's a deep red, but it's red.
Are we colorblind a little bit? Maybe.
I think this is a deep red. Though, you know what happened? Well, Sarah, I don't need you to weigh in. I need you to show the photo is what I need. Sarah, It's not. In our chat, we have a little private chat, you guys, and instead of posting the photo, Sarah just responded, "No, that's purple."
Renee,
Not what I need.
so much. Renee's like, no, just show the photo. Just show it's a deep red. Oh man. Well, Tim's got your back. Tim said maybe Thanos was embarrassed in the scene. Or just
Thank
excited
you.
because he's like, I'm
He's
gonna
just
kill everybody.
blushing.
So he was
He's
like
just
blushing. He's like,
blushing a little bit. Okay.
to, to your point, it would make sense because the guy says to him, he was like, to go after the Avengers, it would be
Right.
like courting death. And then Thanos' back is turned, but he does give us the glamour shots. He goes,
Right.
and he turns to us.
Excuse me.
And so
What
maybe he's embarrassed because in the comics he is courting death and he
Yeah.
loves death. He's in love with her. So maybe
Okay.
Renee was seeing the love.
Okay.
And
I
the
am
Mirror
looking at
Man
this
is
very red Thanos photo right now. And Sarah, I am not trying to start a fight, but it is
this is production meeting today.
interesting.
It's gonna be very interesting here. No, Renee, I'm looking at this photo. It's I mean, we have different definitions of maybe red.
That's not a deep red?
If you're looking at it from that angle, maybe it's oh man. Yeah, Sarah, are we able to see the photo? Can you share the screen? Because I think yes.
I'm so sorry. Sarah's like, you guys, I am multitasking. I'm about to come on. Jam has to leave in 1 minute. Please stop making me try to do this. I wonder, do I have a phone that I can show?
Well, okay. Well, as we figure that out, y'all, I have to get on out of here because I have a workshop. Look, everyone's like, show the photos.
Show
Like,
the photo.
you
Show
started.
the photo.
Look at what you started.
We'll find a way to make it work.
Okay.
Yes.
But your screen might not have the right colors on it and it might skew towards
I don't think that's true. Okay, hold on. Just real quick before you leave. Okay. That is not red. Sorry about the ring light. That's not red. Everyone?
I mean,
that's not
but
red?
that's not what he wait, no.
Yeah. Thanks.
No. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? I'm gonna show you, but this isn't the shot. I'm gonna show you the actual shot that we see of him from the end credits of Avengers. I will be late to my next meeting just to prove
No,
this
don't be
wrong.
late. No, don't be late. Don't be late.
You want to be right or do you want to be happy? I want to be right. And it is a very purple image of him when he turns around.
Okay.
Let's see. Can we let me
I see. Okay. So and Mirror Man saying he's purple. Everybody agrees he's purple. All right. Yeah. Well, someone not familiar to the scene, like there's a fire behind him. The fire is reflecting right back. Okay, yeah, no, that's purple. Okay. All right. I acquiesce. Okay, Jam. All right. We get it. Okay.
I feel like Tim said it's like the blue dress, gold dress thing. Do you see Santa red or purple?
Except for I'm the only one saying blue. Everyone else like
oh my gosh, you all are so great. Sarah, can we get you onto the show? Thank you for making that last little technical bit work, Sarah. Have a great, fabulous weekend. I'm going to tell you all what I'm going to forget about this Friday is I'm going to forget about I've been, tripping about this boy, and I'm gonna forget about that. I'm gonna open up a bench. I'm just dating around. I don't need to focus on
yes.
And them to quote Olivia Pope in Scandal, let them earn me. That's what she said.
Yeah, be in your sun.
Yes.
Have your Vermont.
Have my Vermont and make jam. All right, y'all have a great weekend. I'll leave you two ladies into it. Enjoy the puppies and the news.
Right.
Yes.
Hi, Jam. Have a great Friday.
Bye. Hello. How did you not know Thanos was purple?
I know. And then it's so funny that like once you double down on something, you're like, wait, hold on. Why am I fighting this? Clearly he's purple. He's absolutely purple. It's just my brain was like,
I thought it was funny. I was like, oh God. All right. Are we ready for puppies though? Is that what we want to happen?
Yes.
Do we want to go for puppies?
I would love nothing more. So my dream team, as you know, this is our producer, Sarah. If you haven't been with the show all week, saving us on a daily basis and then double saving us this week while Jam has to pop away. We're going to play a delightful game. It is my birthday and Christmas combined, wherein Sarah will be showing us the very best of mostly pit bulls or animals in general?
Pit bulls, all
Okay,
pitties,
all right.
all of my favorite types
Oh,
of
oh,
dogs.
oh, 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 the very best pit bulls that Instagram has to offer. Get on uppers. I beg for you to stay with us so that you can weigh in with me.
Mhm.
What I would love, if you're up for it, Sarah, is you can show me the photo and then we can guess the name of this dog. Would that be
I
would
love
that
it, I
be
love it, I'm
okay,
so
okay,
about
okay,
it. I'm so about it. Are you
okay.
ready? Are you ready? Because
Yeah,
this is a
ready.
lot.
No, I'm gonna
All right,
lose you.
don't
I'm
cry,
not gonna be
don't
okay.
cry, don't
Oh,
cry.
no. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. Okay. Get on numbers. I would also love to hear you weigh in on how you feel about dogs in general. What are your favorite dogs? What are your favorite breeds? This guy. Now, if I'm looking at this correctly, that is not another dog. That is a teddy bear that
He's
he is best friends
cuddling a
with.
little Winnie the Pooh.
Okay. Oh, no.
Mhm,
Okay. All right.
mhm,
All right. So this dog, taking a close look right there, he's sweet, he's affectionate, he loves his
mhm.
Winnie the Pooh. His name is Jake. Jake and Winnie the Pooh. Is that correct?
I'll give you a hint.
Okay. All right.
Um, one of the named after one of the characters in Harry Potter,
Oh boy.
specifically related to Sirius Black.
Mm.
She turned evil.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She was
Okay.
played by Tim Burton's ex-wife.
Oh boy. Okay. All right, guys. So we're switching from Marvel to Harry Potter,
Mhm.
of which I also have no knowledge.
Helen Bottom Carter played this character.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, Sarah, it's that thing of like when you don't know, you don't know. Uh,
Bellatrix.
yeah, well,
Bellatrix. Oh,
Aaron
I
got it.
mean, I
Aaron
don't
got it.
know.
Aaron got it. Aaron got it. Aaron got it. Aaron got it.
Aaron,
Bellatrix.
yay.
Look at this sweet, sweet buddy Bellatrix. Okay.
Right?
That's yeah, yeah. You named it. No, Aaron,
Mhm.
I think you got it. You got it in on time. Okay. This
Mhm.
is Bellatrix. Do we have any more information about Bellatrix?
She is a little Instagram puppy, little blue
Mhm.
Stratford Terrier, which is a type
Come
of pit
on.
bull.
Okay.
They
Great.
are the cutest.
Yeah.
As you can see, she has like the little blue tint, so it's like, oh, just look
Just
at that
is
little nose, look
I
at that
know,
little
I know.
face. Like,
Right,
don't you
right,
just want
right.
to be like, come home with me? I can take care of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I like. And then Tim, I feel like this is unrelated, related to nothing, has chimed in with, "Here's what I do know, that teddy bear has a red ribbon." Unrelated to nothing, I would feel that that has nothing to do with the
Thank you,
previous
Tim.
segment.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you. I didn't know.
I love it.
Didn't know.
Yeah, it's
All
only
right.
fair.
Are we ready for the next overload of
Ready
cuteness?
for the next one. Doug, I hear ya. Doug, not a fan of dogs, but Wacky Tiger, forgive me, loves blue pits. Okay. Oh boy. All right. And now we've got this one.
Mhm.
Just a little sweet, sweet sweetie with a bit of a dribble down his chest. We get it. Milk is delicious. It's hard to get it all in your mouth. I I think that this dog's name is Dribble
Mhm.
Pibble because of the dribble down his neck. Is that
Yeah,
did I get it
that's
right?
exactly
Okay.
right. Dribble Pibble, that's his
Mhm.
name. We should just change this to Renee names other people's dogs for them. Like,
Sure. Yeah.
start a service, be like, Dribble Pibble. That's what
Yeah,
you should name
okay.
your dog.
Huh. Interesting. That's, I
Right?
don't
Great.
think she should be in charge of names anymore is how I feel. All right.
This
What
dog's
is
name is
yeah.
Enzo.
Oh, Enzo, the very best. Now, I tell you what, Tim is coming in with another great name,
Yeah.
Oreo. I feel like Dribble Pibble is
Ooh.
probably out based off the comments.
Yeah.
The response has been, "Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no." So
Can
Dribble
you
Pibble
imagine? Oh my god, just walking down the street being like, "This is my dog, Dribble the Pibble." Yeah.
Right, only
Mhm.
fair. Let's see. Okay, and then Doug is saying, it's because you got bit by one as a kid, and I get that. If you had a bad
Oh,
experience with a dog, I can understand how that would sort of,
yeah.
inform your opinion of them. I'm so sorry
Mhm.
that that happened.
Well,
Uh,
well, I would
yes.
love after this if you could give us maybe a little history, maybe of pit bulls or, like, why it's
Would
important to
love
adopt and not shop. Maybe
yes,
we can
yes,
discuss that a little bit. I'd love to,
yes.
like,
I
get
love it.
into that. So,
Mhm, mhm.
um, we're gonna
Absolutely.
go into the next one. They're gonna
Okay.
get more painful as we go
Great.
along.
Okay. Here we go. Here comes the next one. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. Get on numbers. What's this dog's name? Looking at it right there. Now we are getting into, and you can see it here, seal territory. Is that a dog or
Yes.
is that a seal who's made it onto the
Mhm.
land?
Oh, the next one is definitely a seal.
Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. And you got these names are so good. I gotta get out of the way so that I can tell you these names, Sarah. Aaron
Yeah.
is saying Alistair. That name is Alistair.
Ooh, I like Snorky Face, whoever
Yeah, and
Wacky Tiger is.
Wacky Tiger chiming in with Snorky Face.
Yeah, that's
I
my
don't think I
nickname.
that as it should be. Absolutely, as it
That's my
should be.
nickname. That's
Tim is
what you
coming
and
in
James call me, Snorky Face.
the Snorky Face. Yes, our sweet, sweet Snorky Face who keeps us afloat. Tim is saying, buddy.
Oh.
Ginny makes me so upset. It's not a feel-good movie, Audra. I get you. Okay. I get it. All right. Of those, God, they're all so good.
Mhm.
Let's go with it's all of them. It is
It is
Alistair's
all of them.
Snorky Face buddy.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Her name is Perlay, and on Instagram she's
Mhm.
Perlay the Pitsky.
Come on.
Yeah. Look at that little
Okay.
harness though. Like,
It is so funny to like you're just a little loaf on a leash is my favorite thing about there's 8 billion things I love about pit bulls, but yes, okay. So go over again her name. Perlay is her
Perlay.
name?
It's
Okay.
Perle.
Okay. Do you mind just putting in the comments real quick? So sorry, but we have voted and the name is now Alistair Snorky Face
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Just let him know. Okay.
I'll DM the owners and be
Okay.
like, sorry, we renamed your dog.
Exactly. It's
All right.
majority
Are you
rule. So, yes.
Renee, are you ready?
No. Guaranteed not. No. Now, what I love about this is, and I don't know, so get on uppers. I need help with 2 things here. One, what is the article of clothing that fits like a scarf, but it's not a scarf? So it's just like it's like a
Oh,
a
yeah, I know what
warm,
you're talking about.
yeah. Is it
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
a dickie maybe? The thing that just
Yeah,
like
he's got a little bandana, like a
yeah,
little.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's okay. So Doug, I don't think you're gonna keep the dog is right. Now it's gonna be cold. Good. Okay.
Mhm,
Aaron Scott.
mhm,
Okay. I do like Freddy from Scooby Doo.
mhm.
Okay. All right. That's good. This dog's name. Oh my goodness, look at that. Okay. So based off image. Oh my gosh, I just realized I'm not watching live. I was so confused, Audra. I'm so sorry. It's like I don't know what's happening. Okay. An ascot is what I'm being told.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his
So,
name.
okay. Wacky Tiger Tim, thank you so much. Can you go along with the name is ascot? Okay. Let's see.
That's the dog's
Let's see.
name.
Okay. Yeah, I think okay. And then Tim says Scout, but I think collectively we love Ascot. Is the name
Okay,
Ascot?
I like that name.
Okay.
This is just a random dog from the internet that doesn't have a name
Great.
that I found and thought was cute,
Now he
and
does.
I needed to throw him in because it made me relax.
Yeah.
You know, I was like,
Good.
what's more relaxing than a dog standing in a forest?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
This is my favorite Instagram dog of all time.
No. Who is this? Don't tell me the name, but sorry. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. We got to breathe through it, you guys.
Breathe through it. Look how cute.
A little loaf with legs. I have a question for you about what you think about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Okay. Yes, Mirrorman, we can take a slight detour. Please ask your question. How can I help? What would you like to know? And then we do need to get back to naming this dog. Now, I think this one is a seal, right? Because if you take that out, yeah, I think it is Neil the Seal. So first name Neil, middle name the Seal. Neil the Seal. Okay.
Her name is Dora.
Yeah.
She lives in England. And during the pandemic, her owner would post pictures or post little videos of her with voiceovers of like, "Dear diary, today I saw an elf." And
That was
I
hilarious.
urge everybody to go check out Dora the Blue Staffy on Instagram. There's even
Making a note.
there was a picture of her in matching pajamas with her owners, but I
Yeah.
think Renee would faint.
Yeah.
I think that'd be too
I'd
much
never
for
make
you.
it.
Yeah, you would never make it
Me
because
too.
it's the
Yeah.
cutest thing ever
Mhm.
seen. Who doesn't love dogs in pajamas around Christmas time? Like that's
Yeah. No, and
I
that was kind of you because I do have a big work day after this. So I think
yeah, you have to focus.
yeah. Now, Wacky Tiger, you are working with Alexa, and I appreciate it because I think it's hard to get the names out. Wacky Tiger has said that Dora could also be called a thunk funk because you're just a
Yeah.
little bit of a chunk.
Mhm.
The cutest. Okay.
Well, hold on, wait. Let me get on my
Okay.
phone
Let's see.
and
What else
hold
do we
on.
have?
I can show the
Please.
pajama photo. Can you see?
Let's see. Let's see. Oh boy. No, thank God you didn't show me that. Yes, we sure can. Oh no, I would have never made it. That's
I
oh boy.
know. I know.
And
I know.
it was
I
just
know.
a nice glimpse, which is
Yeah.
nice. And I
Mhm.
deeply appreciate it. Okay.
This is a
Yes.
random dog thing that I found too, and I just thought it
Uh-huh.
would make everybody's day because it's
Sure does.
Friday.
It sure does. Okay, so let's look at the personality of this little sweet, sweet sweetie.
Mhm.
We're wearing a button down. Do we think that's a button down dress
Mhm.
or a button down shirt?
Well, so it says in the tweet,
Mm.
bad news. I accidentally washed a nice wool shirt I really loved and it shrunk a
Yeah.
lot. The good
Yeah.
news.
Okay. Okay. All right. Great. Audra coming in with just facts. Well, this is Hamilton
Yeah.
because it is. Yes,
Yeah.
correct. This
Yeah.
is absolutely
Mhm.
Lin-Manuel Miranda. My sweetest condolences. That dog's name is Liz Lemon. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Wacky
That
Tiger saying Hamilton, a very popular name. Hamilton
mhm.
is the name of your bearded dragon. Okay.
Ooh. Send us a picture of your bearded dragon.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, wouldn't that be nice if we had
Oh,
capabilities to do as much? Okay.
God. Sometimes I think I like animals too much and I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
all right.
Get going. And then speaking of dogs, real quick, dogs camp counselor Jeremy is here. Of course,
Tugboat!
you got it. Jeremy, it's the funniest thing. I swear to God, he just loves the attention of it. Okay, tugboat. Okay, all right. Forgive us.
Oh, hey,
Goodness.
tugboat!
Okay, all right. And just real quick, let's see if we can. Okay. Oh, we're going to camp because we love it. Okay, you got it. I'm so sorry.
So cute. Oh my
Goodness, I'm
God,
so
little
sorry.
doggy
Forgive me.
daycare camp.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Forgive me for the delay. Oh,
Does
no.
he
Oh,
really
no.
go to camp? That's the
He does.
fucking
He
cute.
goes to
Sorry,
camp.
you shouldn't cancel.
Well, you think you can. I think you can for today.
That's so
It's okay.
cute.
It's
Oh
very
my
sweet.
God, with his little
Very
best
sweet.
friends. Oh,
I love
God.
it. And then it's the funniest thing that if he doesn't go to camp, he
Mhm.
just sighs and moans all day long. If I miss my friends, again, I go. But then he cannot associate the person that comes to get me will take me to camp. And then I get pictures all the live long day of him just having the best time. But he's doing this weird thing of, I don't want to go in the morning, buddy. Sweet,
Oh,
sweet tugboat. Sweet tuggy. Okay. All right.
so cute.
Okay. Here we go. We're back to, and then to come back to this photo, Sarah. I
Yeah,
don't know how I'm supposed to manage.
yeah.
Okay. So, Audra is correct. This pup is Fritz because
Mhm.
it does.
Ooh,
Oh.
ooh, we're getting. Ooh, great guess.
Okay. So that feels like a warmer, like Audra
Mhm.
almost nailed it. Is that
Yeah.
accurate? Okay. But did nail it? Is it Fritz or we're just close? We're
We're
in the
just
vicinity.
close. We're in the
Okay.
vicinity of the F names.
Okay. Fritz. All right. What boy or girl?
Boy.
A boy. Okay. Now, I tell you what I initially thought was Francis, and then you said boy, and I was like, well, I can't be, but it could be because there are boys named Francis. Wacky Tiger is saying Fitzgerald. Yeah. Oh God, wouldn't it be fun if it was Fitzgerald? Oh, I love that. Okay, let's do that. Fitzgerald, final answer. Yes?
The correct answer is Frank.
Okay.
Specifically, Frank the Bully on Instagram.
Come on. Yeah.
I
All
know.
right.
I know. I know.
Perfect.
It's too
Um,
much. It's
yeah.
illegal.
Frank is good. So to look at him, Frank is good. That is a good name. But I think Fritz Fitzgerald
Oh,
is
so much better.
maybe the right name. Okay. I was getting vibes, Audra says.
It's a fra. He's a fra.
Yeah, you can't name him anything but. And why do we suppose we're all landing on "fr"? Is it just because that's the effort it takes for him to like, just to get up to move
Ugh,
this little pup around?
so cute.
Love it. I just couldn't love it more. Okay.
This
Yes. Oh no. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. I can do this. I believe in myself. All right. So he's at the beach.
oh, and his name is don't ignore the top.
Yeah, okay. We're not looking. Nobody's looking. Nobody's looking. We're seeing it fine. Okay. Dora is giving me the vibes. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, Audra, and again, nobody can see it. We can't see it, so we're just gonna guess. Gremlin is really good. Okay.
Ooh.
Gremlin, but by the sea. Is it what
Mm-hmm.
creatures are around the sea that have a gremlin like energy about them? Are there little sort of like wily sea creatures that we could use? Because I agree with yourself that this one is cute, but not to be trusted. Oh, that's actually the name. Okay, close to something in my mind. Gotcha. I think I like Gremlin. But what is the sweet baby's name?
Mr. Ollie Frail.
Come on.
His
Ollie's
Instagram name is Rick. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So cute. So cute. All right, kids.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Just real quick. Oh, well, first, this is amazing. And Tim, you are correct. That previous dog's name was Platypus.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we should maybe take a break in between it because I'm starting to get sweaty. I am having the best time because I am getting worked up. I need to be clear that this is starting to have a visceral effect. Okay. Okay. Audra, this is Sugar Cookie. Yes, that's right. Shivering Snake, hi. I deeply need your help. Anybody who's in the chat, you are helping us name these dogs. The one that is on screen right now, so far, the offering is Sugar Cookie. If you can weigh in, just say to your device, I think that dog's name is Churro.
Sugar Cookie. Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay. All right. Sarah, you know the name, so I bet it's tricky for you to be like, well, I know the name, so I can't.
Well, the name's at the top right here.
Well, sure. I know.
The name is right here.
Didn't know.
If I didn't know, I would. I'm an anime nerd, and I find naming animals after anime characters is like my go-to. So I would name this dog Migi after a character in the anime Parasite, which is out of a guy's hand, and he's got two little eyes, and he just pokes out of this guy's hand. But I would name him Migi.
Migi is perfect. Doug is saying Cupcake. Tim is saying Blondie. Wacky Tiger is saying, well, the name is above. So Wacky Tiger, you make a great point. It is right in front of us.
Point.
I think we're just trying to elevate the name to what it should be called.
This is the last one. Okay. Everyone, gird your loins. Gird them. Renee, take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. We're getting through it. All right. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go.
Yes. Oh, you even warned me. Okay. So now, may I get information on the relationship of these two? Is it
they are so the blue one, that one came first, and the little puppy, that's a new one. They are in the same home. They're little siblings.
Okay. Sadie and Stable.
Oh
yes. That's it. Exactly, Audra. 100% Sadie and Sable. That's exactly what it should be. Okay. Well, now that we've got that perfect name in there. Okay. Blue and Steve. Yes. Yes. Io and Ganymede. You guys, you're so good at pairing people. How are you so good at this? I need answers. Can someone come pay me to name dogs? Audrey, you should. You should be a professional dog namer because you are fantastic at it.
I love it.
Mirror Man, I'm loving the blue and sea of Blue's Clues. I think that's so cute because they are blue pits. So one is named Blue and the other is named Steve after Blue's Clues, according to me. I love it. Yeah, I don't think I can do any better than those. I don't. Tommy and Tuppence. Tuppence. Oh yeah. Okay.
So the puppy's name. Oh, sorry.
No, please go for it.
The puppy's name is Rocket.
Yeah.
And the bigger one's name is Drax. As you can see at the top, Staffy, Drax, and Rocket. There is a video of them meeting each other for the first time, but for the sake of everyone's mental health and sanity, we want Renee to be able to get through the rest of her work day.
And you're wise to do as such. Okay.
I didn't want to, but I would love to, talk about why it's so important to adopt and not shop for our little puppies just a little bit, because I know you're passionate about that.
I would love nothing more, and I want to keep the energy elevated. So we'll touch on this real quick, and then we'll do a quick a cute little story, and that way we've got everybody leaving.
Yeah.
We may circle back around on this, in which I get a stern tone in my voice.
Ooh, I love a stern. Love a stern tone. I'm gonna get my coffee.
You go get some coffee. You get some coffee. First, get on uppers. I don't want to say that we're in a feud because that isn't correct. I don't even want to say we're in an argument, but I do want to say I have slight hurt feelings that at no point in time in our conversation for these last 2 hours did any of you tell me that you were expert dog namers. Not one of you. And these names, Tommy, Tuppence, the Sugar Cookie, absolutely incredible. You guys are so talented and creative and funny. And I just need you to lead with that. Hello, I'm here. I'm brilliant. Is what I want when we say, just let me know that I'm working with a team of geniuses, and that'll make me feel better about things. So with Adopt.shop, I think most people know this at this point, but those sweet, sweet pit bulls specifically, you will not find a kinder, more loyal, funny dog than a pit bull. That is just their nature. It is. I've had all the typical, oh, these are great dogs. I've had a lap. I've had a golden retriever. I've had all the typical ones that America would say are great. I currently now have a pit bull German Shepherd mix, both of which have a bit of a reputation behind him. And he is the sweetest, kindest, clumsiest, funniest dog I have ever met in my life. So I don't believe that is anecdotal. I think that is universal. Pit bulls are incredible. So get yourself a pit if you're looking for a dog, because it will bring so much joy to your life. They're the best.
There's Bully Rescue. They're so cute. And every time I see a pit bull in my neighborhood, I try and stop and pet it. And the owners are like, this girl. Here we go.
Well, yeah, of course. But yes, I think, and the pit bull loves it, huh? Gets so excited to see you. Loves it so much. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the pit bulls are just like, hey, friend, and the owner's like, what are we doing?
You're doing
just
it right.
I love it. Yeah. Oh God.
I love it. I could not love it more. Okay. Well, again, so we did get on uppers real quick that yes, Audra, I'm so sorry. It is now on your permanent record that you are a liar. Sorry. And Wacky Tiger Sheldon would have also been a great name. Isn't that great? Isn't that so good?
How did you get Tugboat?
Oh, great question.
I'm sure people would love to hear that origin story.
How did that happen? Let's hear the story of Sweet, Sweet Tug. So Tugboat he was a owner surrender to a shelter. And then here in Los Angeles, the way that the rescues work is they go to the shelters and they pull them from the shelters, and then that way they can just guarantee that they stay alive up until someone can adopt them. So then he went to a rescue, and at the time, this was back in 2017, there was an app, and I wish that it still existed, called All Paws, ALLPAWS, and it had the exact same algorithm as a dating app. So what it did is it would, I know. Yeah. So it was sort of it would acquire all of the rescue dogs, all of the shelter dogs, all of them. It just put them in one place. Then you could swipe through which dog. So you put in I'd like a dog that's, between 20 and 40 pounds. I'd like a dog that it has these qualities. So you put the qualities of the dog you're looking for. It would use the algorithm, fix that. Then you'd swipe on through. Hilarious, right, guys? And then Tugboat's little picture came up, and there was just like this thing that I was like, that's my dog. He's real cute, so it's easy to think that's my dog. But yeah, and then Audra, so I have a little podcast called Can I Pet Your Dog? And the listeners were going along on the journey with me. So then I went and got him. His name at the time was Rocky, which is a good name. It's a good name.
It's a good name.
It's not Tugboat's name. So then all the listeners voted on what his name should be. And Audra, help me out if we can remember what they had narrowed it down to. It was Sheriff, Matt Damon. I think a few people were like, no, Rocky's a good name. Tugboat. And there might have been a few others. But then everybody voted, and they're like, that's a Tugboat right there. And they're right. It was a tug. I know.
Oh.
It just the very best. And how do we bring back that app just for fun? It is so fun to surf through and see those puppies. The best time.
Yeah, but that's dangerous because that's how I end up with 10 dogs.
Sure.
And the city comes and says, lady.
Right. Excuse me. I need to.
And I'll be like, what dogs? These are my kids. They're humans. I don't understand.
No, these are mine. And now I have them.
Mine, and I birthed them. I don't know what you're talking about.
They come with me.
God.
Thank you so much.
Exactly. I hope
well, and we do need to get you a dog at some point. I know it's tricky because you're in an apartment and you're in the city and it's tough, but at some point we'll get you a dog. And Audra is very right that I was so invested in getting Tugboat. So the little listeners would be like, so we narrowed it down to the top 4, and then we narrowed it down again. So all of my sweet friends who rallied for Tugboat, you got it right. The very best.
So cute.
The very best. I know. Sweet buddies.
I love it. Oh, I'm a sucker. Sorry.
No, same. We need to get you a pet. We'll get you there.
Oh no. Well, for those listening, I had a dog for years. We rescued her, Jessie. She was a hound, a Vizsla hound mix.
Come on.
Unfortunately, she got cancer, and but she lived a really good life. She lived an amazing life. She was so happy. And my sister has a dog who coincidentally is the same type of breed, but smaller. She has a little Chihuahua in her.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. And I've always lived with animals. I do love them, but I think this is my only PSA, and then we can start heading out. Dogs are a big responsibility, everyone, and you should only get one if you can really take care of it. They really need, don't just get a dog because you think it's cute or whatever. It is a really big responsibility, and they cost money, and you have to be ready for that. It is like having a child. So while I love them, I will die for them. I want to wait till I can give it the attention and care that it deserves, and not just because, because then it's not fair to the dog.
I love that. Very, very, very responsible of you. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. But then I just looked at the clock. I cannot believe that we are at the end of the show. You, Sarah, are the most fun. I am so lucky that I've had you this week.
God.
Sincerely, I've had the best time with you. And Get On Uppers. I genuinely I have friends, and they're my Get On Uppers. I had the best time with you guys today with the marble and the naming of the dogs. You guys are so fun. Thank you so much for being here and for sticking it out for 2 hours. I feel like the luckiest. Because it is Friday, we like to end the show. Jam did it a little bit, but what are you forgetting? What are you leaving behind that you're not going to take into the weekend? Sarah, do you have anything that you're forgetting before we let these kiddos get out of here?
I'm going to forget all my stress about finding a new apartment for the weekend and just roll on in. It's going to be fine. We're going to be fine, kids. It's going to be okay. I love you all. Renee, what about you? What are you forgetting?
What am I gonna forget? Yeah, I think I got a little intense with work this week, so I'm gonna forget that it's just, or I'm going to remember, which is the opposite of what the assignment was.
I'm gonna forget about work. Great, me too.
About work. Yeah, exactly. You just remember it's a job. It's just a job. And this is what I think is the meaning of life, is to hang out with these new friends, all these little friends on the internet who I just made. This is great. This is fun. This is interactive. We love it. We love it. We love it. Okay, now you guys, if you had fun on this show, well, there is more where that came from. On Backchannel today, we have such a great lineup for you. Up next is Anthony Davis, followed by that is your pal Hal, and then Mario Smith. All kinds of good stuff if you want to stick around. And then we do have a way to review this show, and it is tedious and time consuming. But if you're feeling up to it, you want to take yourself to www.backchannel.tv. Once you do that, you hit the leave a review button, and then you have to painstakingly say the show I like is Jam and Renee. But if it makes sense to you and you want to do it, helps people find us, great. And if not, you've already done more than enough work today. Hey, keeping me company.
Yeah.
Easy. All right, you guys will have the very best weekend. I'm Renee Colford.
I'm Sarah Brown.
And you just
got on.
Bye, guys. Have the best weekend.
Bye.